podcast is live. Warp speed ahead.
Welcome everyone to STFC Briefings. I'm about to push the button that works 33% of the time. So good luck to me and whether this audio works. And it continues to work, which means the fix is working. We do quality control here in STFC Briefings. Welcome to the stage. Welcome to the 4th of June. Welcome to G3 Ascension and the research that comes with that. We do have one of the men that fought really hard to get a 4th cube. So let's see if Jason V-Neck can get a 4th cube, because using the G3 Ascension, you can now claim a 4th cube, which is going to be the most exciting thing ever. I only have 1, before anyone asks. I don't have 4 because I'm not selfish, unlike Moo to the I can't even do a push-up Fasa, who has joined us on the stage. Dog Gold says, I want a 3rd. By the way, hello, Martox. I saw you in, buddy. Candajal, how you doing here? Grim Scott, you're still not guessing it right. Not one person got it right, but it's a very good hint. We will see how it goes. Jason V-Neck is... Check out Jason V-Neck. We're playing... Oh, my God. How bad is that call-out, Broken Wolf? What happened here? You have 3? Why do you have 3? That's insane. It sounds like the shout-outs have gone a bit skew if they're Broken Wolf. Let's have a look and see whether I can remove... I know what I'll do. I'm going to remove this command here. Give me 2 seconds. Disabled. Okay. Now you can try the shout-outs, the Broken Wolf. You have them. I must be a slacker, Will Nigel. I only have 1, 2. Yeah, exactly. I need a 4th. Sniper, you can't get a 4th cube. That's absolutely nuts. Like, why would you do it?
Can't is such a, challenging word. I mean, I personally originally had a goal of getting all 8 of my ducks with the cube. So,
oh my God.
The 4th would get me halfway there.
Yeah, exactly. I just got asked the question, who were the M90 officers? The Academy Doctor, and what's it, Caleb, and what's the other one called? Genesis, yeah. It's really good when people... that make the thing ask you about the thing. Okay, so, right, we are here to discuss loads of different things. Mufasa's here because, well, he's a mega cube. So basically that's an insult. It's a mega cube. I've just decided, if you look at the dictionary, the word mega cube means someone who can't do a push-up, has got, got issues with wearing shoes when he does push-ups, never puts his bum down, and never does anything correctly. So there you go. But we love Mufasa.
I do push-ups just fine. Thank you very much.
After watching a tutorial, I want 4 cubes from the Mega Cube, Lum says. Getting a 4 surely triggers a merge to Mega Cube. The thing that I have asked the question about is, how do you upgrade the 4th cube? Because the first one, you obviously get the ships up to whatever tier. The second one, you had to get a 2nd ship up to the ever tier. The third one, you had to get the 3rd ship up. I mean, what does the 4th one get? Quasel, any clues?
You don't? Or you hope for the gods to deliver
some sort of warp core thing, I guess? I mean, I don't know.
I guess you got to build a 4th epic, maybe.
Well, I don't know, because if you have the same epic and you built the same epic again...
You can't. Yeah. I have tried. I got 6 G3 epics.
Oh, God. 6 G3 epics and doesn't do... the Jules Verne delivery system will be another package. Build another epic. You can't get a 4th up. It's not the line she used, Laughing Fat Man, but thank you for that sentence. That'd be amazing.
Well, Nigel, I think you need to know. I think you know what the request needs to be to scope. They need to give us a 4th tokens to build a 4th key.
Exactly, because it's not even in any event store, is it? In the Ferengi, that event store that they haven't updated in about a year. It's not in there, is it?
I mean, maybe there will be a pack for it. Because we didn't buy the 4th regularly, and now buy the Europe stuff.
Has anyone ever thought if Quasel was a lawyer, he'd be a terrible one? Like in the UK, we split lawyers and barristers, and you bring a barrister like Quasel in who just smiles at everything, goes, "Who knows? You might buy a pack, or it costs you another $18,000 to use me for another hour." Ha ha. Cardassian is what MJ Hat is saying, which could be a thing.
I bet my ass, not even Scopely knows.
Oh yeah,
Because they didn't think about it.
They just went, oh, we now released a fourth cube in a research tree. The thing about the research tree, though, is I think it's a very good addition. I think it's a fantastic addition for the mid-ops in particular. It gives you guys a very, very fast way of getting ships. Don't you agree, Quasel? I think the speed of getting these ships is phenomenal. And a really good research tree to boot. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks quite good. So especially for the generation. And I don't have all the numbers yet because, there are a lot of new exchanges in there. So we need all the screenshots we can get once people unlock it, because there's more than that. It's really helps with a lot of stuff down there. But I think Mufasa for sure has already analyzed it into bits and pieces because it's more relevant to him.
Yeah, exactly. Mufasa, out of interest, I know, by the way, Mufasa's stream was great earlier today, people. Go watch it back, but also go follow him as well. He talks very well about this. Mufasa, if you don't mind giving us a carte blanche of just imagine the salt and a bit of the dessert of the summary without the cube, if that would be lovely, to let us know what your thoughts were about it.
All right. Well, I mean, the entire research tree starts around, I want to say 24-ish, 25, somewhere in there, when you start actually getting access to it to really go up with the Botany Bay. And what's great about the entire thing is you start getting more or less as an instructional, right?
Yeah.
Of here's a crew right here that we're going to give to you. And you look at it like, okay, well, this is a crew I'm going to use at that point, right? Because if they're giving it to me, obviously I need to use it. And then as you progress, it gives you your parts for your early G3 ships, like your Mayflower, your G3, Legionary.
Yeah.
And that helps you save on getting credits. Instead of having to spend them on those things. Because you're not having to spend the credits to get 50 or 40 or half the ship.
That's
it's really giving you half the ship.
Yeah.
So you're saving a lot on that.
Great.
Which is really nice.
Well, I've got it on screen. I've got it in my game on screen. So the Botany Bay is the first one I can build, right? Obviously, I'm saving it for various reasons. And obviously, the graphics don't work at the right time when we need them to work. Thank you, Scopely. There we go. Fixed. I do know how to get around quite a lot of this stuff. So we got the Botany Bay. It moves the Blosser. The thing that makes it interesting here is I like how it gives you updates and stuff. The question is, I'm going to ask a controversial question. For G7, so a lot of G7 players were going, oh my God, it's another grind and stuff like that. Well, you don't have to do it because the update, are they major, Quasel? Like here, there's a blustered station damage. No, you don't really get that.
Like nickels and dimes, every little tiny wee bit might help maybe on some occasion. But if you look at the numbers like 50% or 10%, like maxing out the research is most of the time so minuscule that most players like you have more RNG like on your weapon in G7 than the damage bonus from that most likely.
Yeah.
At least so far that the research that I have looked at.
Yeah, exactly.
So and you can do it. I mean, it's not.
No, but
I would ignore it.
No, but the reason I bring it up is some G7 players were going, "Oh my God, you've just given us this. You've forgotten about us." And I'm like, "No, this is a fantastic addition. The mid ops have never had a huge update like this, which is very nice for them to do so. And I hope every 0.1s of any arcs they give, because they've given us the G7s, the Athena, the dual waves increase, they're giving the mid-ops this, which is a very nice mid-arc push for this. And also, look at all the updates you can get. You get the Vidar and all that. I assume, what's this, is obtained by researching either the Mayflower, D3, or Legendary ships. It sounds like we have to rebuild those things. You get 50 parts of that. The Stellar. Remember the Stellar used to take how many weeks? 6-8 weeks or something like that. Which is amazing. Yeah, and Grimscott's right. We got loads in the last 2 arcs. This is for them. So rather than complaining about it, I think we should go fantastic news, terrific Scopely, love this thing. It gives people stuff like that. And also we have this little little nook and cranny here, Quasar. Look at that. You know what I mean? It gets you there to Vidar and then gets you to the Stellar Pots, which is where you want to get here. And finally to the gold, which is Jason V-Neck's dream. The 4th cube is available. So what you do is you have to do it. Now, unfortunately, you do have to research the USS Enterprise, the D4, and the Augur ships. This update is great for mid-ops. As a G7 players, I don't want to think we need new additions to the game. Exactly. We don't need new things. This is great. It's kind of what you've heard from Rev Deuce, kind of what you heard from Ultimate DJs when they said they met the SVP. He seems to be going towards, there you go, we're doing some update for the mid-op. So I think big commending, thank you very much, thumbs up, this is superb. And a little cheeky one here for us. If anyone wants a 4th cube, or Nigel just wants his 2nd, why in the world would I want a 2nd cube? I don't know. I'm not one of those people.
I mean, base defense.
You're a base defense. How about
you know?
that for a response? Oh, yeah. Yeah, Mufasa. I just called you a not-so-mega cube, and I just called Quasar a base defense. Yeah. What are you guys going to do about it?
You talk about the Mega Cube more than I ever have. So...
hey,
just
Mufasa.
saying.
Hey, I'm giving you... This is like heel versus face in wrestling. You know, I'm creating content here. This is, you know, mascara versus mascara, mask versus mask. Who is the real El Grande Americano? That's the most important thing. Well, you're the American, so it'll probably be you. Not El
I was about
Grande.
to say I'm the American over here. So
El Grande Britinho? Britinho? El Grande Britinho. Yes, exactly. Or, yeah. Maybe I'll come on screen and wear El Grande Britinho mask. But look, the update's got loads of stuff. Is there any research for G7? I'm just mentioning the G7 world. El Grande Nigel. Yes, exactly, Grim Scott. Is there any research, Quasar, though, or we would go, this is great game breaking for G7 in any way possible? Just to throw that question out there.
I didn't see one.
No.
So
Okay.
maybe someone else found one, but I was like, yeah, maybe, you know, if I need an unlock for a daily event or whatever, that's things where I would look into it. But else, why?
Exactly. Zedacron, I think I'm misreading what you're saying, but I think you're saying, you know, since for as long as the game's been out, like no one really cared about the G3s, but they're now getting an easy track. This is just to push new players up the levels, which I agree with you if that's what you said, which is very, very important to do. So this is a good thing. And there's loads of great researchers in there to sort of do. You do have to rebuild everything, don't you? That's the only thing. Unless you have it in your dock base, as far as I understand. Mufasa, have you worked your way through this already? Are you in there somewhere?
I worked all the way up until the Stella, which is where you get paused at.
Yes.
And that's when you actually need to really start doing your hostile grind to get materials to go further.
Oh, wow. Yes.
We did do a calculation off the information we do have that we can see. And with just the information we can see for the start unlocks for each section, it's going to take 7 days at max pools.
Oh, wow.
To get from start to finish. If you want to do just the minimal pools of just 1 pool a day on each faction, it's going to take you around 3 weeks to actually get all the way to the Borg Cube off the information we currently have.
Brilliant.
We don't know if it's going to cost additional resources to do the additional researches past the initial tier.
True. Well, Lady Command, we got 2 questions. One's for Quasar, one's for you. I'll go with the one for you. Lady Command's like, yay, so much for not having to build every ship. I don't think you have to build every ship, is it, Mufasa? You've got to build one of...
I think you just have to build initially at the beginning. There was a G2 ship you had to build.
Yeah, so you had to build.
It's like a G3.
So I'm looking at it now. Botany Bay. Then you go to Gloucester, which is So you've got the Botany Bay gets you here. Then you get to Pike Monroe Chen, which I think is a fantastic little nook and cranny here. Then you build a D3 ship of some sort. So you build a 3-3. That's one. USS.
Well, no, you don't have to build it. You just do the research for it. You just do that research. As you progress further on, it starts becoming more about your reputation than it does what ship you have.
Yes, it's the research one. Fantastic. Great. So that's the research. You don't have to build it, Lady Command. You just got to do the research. Get yourself into the Vidar. Everyone needs a Vidar, so that's a good thing. Then you do the Franklin. and you work your way through to the Bortas. Oh, I love my Bortas. I know people went Saladin, but I loved my Bortas. I thought it was a tank. And then advanced maneuvers, which is something that Mufasa doesn't even know how to do. I saw him trying to dance to a piece of music on the VIP thing. That wasn't very good. It's definitely no advanced maneuvers there. It's just the shoulder shrug to the left and right.
Hey, air guitar is a great thing. Okay.
Yeah, it was more like air sweeping that I saw in my head. But yes, the vaults. Okay, here's the vaults. 10%. Is this groundbreaking, Quasel? Because the question we had from Jules Verne was, Quasel, is this, do the vault generated warehouses affect Sigma? If not, it's not that game breaking. So do you get 10% more vault capacity? 10%.
Yeah, that's like, I mean, it's like, yeah, if you get rated and drained down to that amount, I think.
Yeah, but because you got that, and the generators. I mean, who rates Quasel? I will, because he doesn't. I realized a few days ago he doesn't know what PvP means. Neither did Jules Verne, by the way. I whooped Jules so many times, it's unreal. Which I have a reason why. The reasons I'm not allowed to do playtests, because Jules Verne got whooped so hard that he just went, "No, we're not having that guy in there. Get the PvP person out of this right now." Jules, I know you. I know it was you. I'm going to blame you for it. The generators is there, and then this is, then you go to the warehouses. You know what? That's good to get.
It adds up. If you look at Spox.club, they have the researchers already in there because they are quicker than STFC.space.
Marvelous.
And yes, it applies to Sigma Pastel. You can even see it on his site, because the stuff that Lightpool does is just mind-blowing, and the speed fits the name. Speed of light.
Yeah.
And I mean, you have 100% here, 100% there, so it adds up.
Yes,
would need to check the math how much that becomes in the end realistically. So yes, it helps if you get rated. I mean, use a shield. That's better.
Yeah, exactly. Get a shield, and so it's better. But then as you work your way through, it's great, gets you into stellar parts. The generators become quite useful for us, which is why it takes time. Also, we're not supposed to finish this tree in 3 seconds either. You know what I mean? Like, it's supposed to take time. Like, when you said 7 days, Mufasa, for the ship Stellar, sounds about right. You know what I mean? Like, you need the time to get there. And then eventually, the Borg Cube, I assume, will require what looks like another 8 or 9 days to get that pull. And you work your way through till the end and recruit 6 of 11, 5 of 11, and Khan. Kind of a weird set of people at the end, but sure, I guess that's the...
I mean, back down, that's usable officers. I mean, 1 of 11, 5 of 11 is a great one. And I mean, 5, 6 Khan, I think that's a remembrance to crews we used in the beginning when we didn't have Cisco and all the other stuff.
Yeah,
so
true.
It's like very interesting, because you have Pike Moro Chen in the beginning and 5, 6 Khan at the end. So that's it's a blast from the past, if you ask me.
Yeah, well, actually, Sniper would be good to answer this. Sniper, so we have 5% on one of them, 10% on another, so that's 15. 15% on another, so that's 30. And 20% on another, so that's 50% extra capacity for your generators, extra warehouse capacity.
It's way more than that, because you have, for some of them, multiple levels, and you have some that are resource specific.
Add on top, right?
Oh wow, yes.
Yeah. So for example, you have increased titanium storage just for titanium.
Yeah. This is great. Look at this.
Oh, that's the wrong one. Sorry.
Yeah, this is the parse field. The titanium one. Yeah.
No. The thing is, like, we have stuff like that. For example, just for titanium from Spox.club.
Yeah.
Up to 500%. So would need to run all this stuff. Maybe I talk to Sudo if we have those numbers exported and can add it to our sheet. But
exactly.
In the end, it's like, it helps a little bit, but we have other sources as well for it already.
So okay,
I mean, I think more is more as you upgrade those things into like Sigma. I mean, into like G7 levels, they get like huge increases to start with, versus like G6. Like as you start updating, players are going beyond 72. Like starting to get to 73 and beyond. like when you upgrade the vault and the warehouse,
Yeah.
like into G7 levels, like they get big increases already.
Yeah.
But those percentages may add on top of that. Like, yeah, I think
Well,
once
yeah.
Quasar runs the
Yeah.
math or makes it, or I could run the math,
Yeah.
we'll see what the real impact. But more is more, right?
Yeah, it's 205%. I just counted it all together. 205% increase if all three
Yeah,
levels are the
that's not
same.
bad.
Yeah,
Because
205%
honestly, that's one thing that's not like too
on.
overly
That's just for the generation. Yeah.
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 It's not like full health and shield health that's got like a million researches and other
Yeah.
things that add to it. They don't give us too much research that adds to those generators or adds to that capacity. So
Yeah.
my assumption is that it will have a little bit of impact, not like
No.
game breaking by any sense, but
Yeah.
like I said, more is more, right?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, the thing I'm trying to point out is for us G7s, this is a good addition for the G3s and over. Jim PI comes up with a great point. It's a great addition to the
Oh
game.
yeah.
Doesn't really matter if it helps anyone above G4. To be honest, it's not made for us anyway. And I commend them for adding a brand new thing. So now you've got G3s, G4s, and G5s going, oh, I've got something to do now. I want to finish this research. I want to kill some grinds. I want to work my way through. I think this is a terrific addition. That boredom thing, I remember Ghost Pepper was saying last time, and Mufasa was saying there's limited event, and we were going to say, let's have a look at it for a few days and see whether that makes a difference. Now we can all talk about it and say, sure, now you've got quite a bit to do, right, Mufasa? Do you reckon you've got quite a bit to do? More than usual?
It's not like a lot to do.
Yeah.
Honestly, if you're able to kill the 39s,
Yeah.
or when you're able to kill them, you only kill 10 hostiles. As you go down to the 30s, you're probably going to be killing around 40 to 50 hostiles. So it does take a little bit of time early on, but as you progress through, it gets a lot easier.
Yeah.
And so is it a really giving us a lot for activity wise? Not really.
Yeah.
But it does give us a little bit to do.
Marvelous. Hey, Dr. Gaming, welcome in, buddy. We're talking about the G3 Ascension, and Crisito would like to jump in with a bit of messaging here. Crisito, jump in, buddy.
Hey, good morning, good afternoon there, Nigel.
Yes.
So, the one thing that, and I kind of echo what Jim Pies, and I'll go a little bit more
Sure.
upon that, right? For those of us that have been in the game a long period of time, right, we understand what the track looks like. And yes, we can help our alliance mates, telling them what the pitfalls or how to do things, right? But if you look at this research, and if you go back to how it was in 2019 or the G1, the G2 era,
Yeah.
where it literally guided you step by step, hey, go build the Rialta, go do these things, right? That's what it did. And if you look at what's happening in we'll call it the G3, G4 place,
Yeah.
that's missing from the game,
100%.
right? And a lot of us that have been in the game for a while don't remember how to do it. And so this is just a building block and again, a lot of us that are here that's typically on the panel or that are involved in the discords and all that, right? We're higher level players for the most part.
Yeah.
It's not for us, right?
No.
At the end of the day, it's great. And I wish that this stuff would have been there back when. I'm glad that they're finally putting it in the game right now.
Oh.
But this is a building block for new players that are coming in that are going to be able to progress through it with a good guided tour, if you will, on how to do that. And I'd be interested. I know I was watching Mufasa do his thing earlier, right? Because he's in that era or in that realm there.
Yeah, agreed.
And I think it's important, right? For the game to actually have that kind of a roadmap or that kind of a thing is big.
Oh, 100% agree. And do you know what it does, Crisito, which I don't think a lot of people have mentioned? How many times have we said, not everybody has a Discord, not everybody has a watches all the CCs. This is a step-by-step guide in the game to get you through all the way to G3, up to the G4, with everything you ever need. You do this, into the next thing. You do this, into the next thing. It's brilliant.
Right. Yeah, I mean, that's and at the early stage of the game, that's what we had. And then we kind of went away from that, right? The assumption was, well, we'll let the CCs or we'll let her in. And again, I love what the CCs do. I think the CCs should be going into the nuance type of things, right? I mean, it's great there, but the game should be able to explain the basic play on how to do stuff.
Yeah.
And then the CC's going into all the maths and all the stuff to like make it even more, right? They're the expert modes, if you will.
Yeah.
And I think that's important because again, as many generations as we have,
Yeah.
there's been a lot of stuff that, you know, I interact with some of the players that are in the 30s and 40s.
Yeah.
I don't know what the game is like now. I mean, I've forgotten more about that part of the game because it doesn't really matter, right? I mean,
yeah, 100%.
Sorry.
That's why I say it don't matter. I got you.
Yeah, exactly. Well, didn't realize the hostiles were strong for up 68. No. So Tech 1, you need to know that these hostiles must be killed by the right correct ship at the right correct hostile. So if it's a Klingon hostile, you need a Romulan Federation. If it's Federation hostile, you need a Klingon Romulan. If it's a Romulan hostile, it's Klingon Federation, and so on and so forth. I just repeat myself twice. But and Crocus Maximus, I love the idea of you start a new account with Scribbler doing her mission review. This will help me on that account load. I have a lower level account that a lot of people don't know about, and I am working my way through this, which I think is great, and it gives me an idea of what it is. So yeah, to Tech 1, it's designed to teach you that you've got to use the right ship against the right thing. So you know how we have the open armadas later on in G7? Later on in G7, you have to use the right ship against the right armada to get the most impact possible. So this is also teaching. In a really weird way, it's something we've always had, a step-by-step guide to get people through the levels, which I think is what we asked for, right? We asked for this.
Yeah. And not just
It's
oh, good.
and it's not like all the people watch content creators. So
No,
like
of
a
course
lot
not.
of people are not on Discord, are not especially early on, if they're just starting out the game currently, because speed is becoming so quick. And that's a wonderful guiding line. Okay, look at that. And it wonderfully fits, like if you only can hit with the right ship, the proper targets. So I like it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely love it.
Yeah.
Thank you for doing
And Nigel,
Go
to
on.
press on there, because I did see something from Pumpkinhead.
Yeah.
From Pumpkinhead, sorry. I think the one thing to kind of recognize, right, is that they're methodically, and I might be wrong. My opinion is they're methodically going through and doing that, and eventually, I'm sure the mid-ops players, right, are going to get it. The 50s and 60s are going to get it, and then
Yes.
eventually maybe the G7.
Yes.
They're going through methodically and taking care of that.
Mhm.
But right now, the majority of players are exactly where they're doing their work, which is G4 and G5.
Yes.
And they're starting to see a trend, right? There's a reason why there's so many players that are in the G4 and G5 realm.
Yeah.
And that's because a lot of them don't know what they're supposed to be doing in the game. So this is perfect. Hey, we're going to actually now show you what you need to do so that you can move up. And if we get more players to move up, that means that we now at the upper levels can start getting some of that stuff as well. But they've got to focus on, we may not necessarily like it, and it may become boring. It may come there. I personally am going to use this, doing the research, because I will now be able to complete my research daily task every single day now for absolutely nothing.
So the amazing Pumpkinhead, what ops level are you, Pumpkinhead? Does anyone know already ahead of time? Pumpkinhead, what ops level?
He's 43.
43.
He's in my alliance.
Oh, sorry, mate. I mean, yeah, I know. He's just, it's the beard is a thing. I don't ask questions. It's fine. It's whatever. It's Mufasa. I mean, apparently for a safari guy, he can't even move very well. No, sorry. The most important thing was, I love you, Mufasa. Pumpkinhead is that it's not spoon feeding, Erwin, just before I mentioned to you. What this does is it guides you better. And having the main, what Sniper said, the main Armada crew go-to, which is 5 of 11, 6 of 11, and Khan, used to be the go-to Armada crew. It's also a very good crew. And also, 5 of 11 becomes so useful for you forever. We still use 5 of 11 till today. So there's loads of very, very good things, which is amazing. LOD, they're both in your alliance? Oh, my God. Valhalla King, you finally made it to here. Lovely to have you, buddy. How you doing? Missed you, bud. Lum says, I'd say money's the reason anyone doesn't move up. No. Lady Command's like, oh my God, no, I'm not here because I'm not able to figure out the game. I'm here because I don't spend. And yes, and the thing is, Lady Command, the thing you need to be, what I like about this is it gives you loads of loot, loads of good things, loads of way to do stuff. I like it. And fantastic. Thank you very much for doing something for the mid-ops. I think that's useful. Ghost Pepper, who has been a lifetime G4 player. Well...
Oh my God, lifetime? Come on.
Okay, how long have you been a G4 player for? If you say 6 years, I will scream.
I was...
It's 6 years, isn't it?
No, it's about a year.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, might be a little longer.
Mm-hmm. Keep going. Mm-hmm.
Judges? I mean, we can find that out right now.
It was not... Okay, go ahead, do it. You guys have all the magic numbers.
Well,
also, I love...
Yeah. Yeah. Do you like this? As Quazel's bringing up, what you call it? As Quazel's bringing up STFC, Spock's Club, and then I'll send him a link. What we'll do, Ghost Pepper, is if you can talk us through what you think. Mufasa really likes this. He gave it a little bit of the awards.
I need to catch up. So, like,
do you like it?
Because I just joined. So what are we talking about? That's what I said.
We're talking about the G3 Ascension research. The new research has come out. Look at that.
I mean,
yes.
I'm happy for it.
Yes, and it gives you more to do, which is what you wanted, right?
Right. I'm not against it. I'm just, also it's not a priority because it's G3 and I'm G4. It's a different. I'm hoping it will still help.
Well, of course,
right? Because there are other things. There are other things in here, right?
Are you working on Stella? Are you working on Franklin? Are you working on whatever ship? It has additional refineries in there.
Yes.
It has a little bit of officer shots you might still need.
I'm still going to do it.
I don't know.
Yeah. I mean,
I am going to do it. I'm glad that they brought something out too for G3. Like, that does make my heart happy.
Yeah.
Even though I'm not G3.
Well,
I mean, how long you guys think I've been?
Well, I mean, you've spent more time in G3 than any G3 player in history. So I would have thought you've got loads of experience in trying to give people the advice required. It's just like.
But Nigel, I have a good news for her. She might even still be in G4 when they release the next step because there will be an extension to it. So maybe 6 months when they finally have that G4, she can use it.
It's so sad because I literally was on a call with some other players on a VC, and I sat for an hour, and all I did was I was just speeding up research, like over and over and over, right?
Yes.
Trying to rush this, and I still didn't finish like one of my trees. It's ridiculous how much just keeps reopening. So it's not just I'm just like being slow intentionally right now.
Yes.
I am actively rushing things. I'm trying to do stuff, but I'm not going to rush my ops level until I have my research and building stuff in that regard. But I am actively trying to rush those pieces. So this is just another branch now that might slow me up because I'm going to want to finish it. I have a problem that we all know about.
Well, what I would do, like Coram Ginnis says, I'm a G5 and I'm going to ignore to upgrade this tree, and some people will. That's fine. The most important thing is for you to be aware of is there might be a time where you might need to upgrade this thing to G4.
Yeah.
So I would kind of work your way through very slowly behind the scenes without putting too much pressure on, and see how that works there. MJ Hat, jump on, buddy.
So my question here
is,
and Mufasa put it in chat, but I just wanted to kind of reiterate it a little bit. What happens when Mufasa, our G4 min-maxer now, yes, he's G4, passes Ghost Pepper?
Oh my God.
Hey, miracles.
Because it's going to happen.
Yeah, exactly. Miracles do happen.
Is that, wait, what level is Mufasa
at? 40.
Oh, no. No, he's not going to catch up.
Did you guys hear that?
You heard it here first. She's going to go G5. You guys heard it here first.
I'm going to 42 tomorrow.
Shut up.
Yeah, Mufasa's going for it too. The thing you need to be aware of is there was a hesitation when Ghost Pepper answered that question because there was a bit of doubt. Sniper is right. New hostiles can only use FKR ships from the 2 factions that the hostile isn't, so it uses hyperthermic decay to enforce it. If you use the wrong ship, it applies 100% decay. Also, the loot comes in loot boxes and is unaffected by anoraks, so loot crews don't help. So in other words, it's using the same as the Saris invasions, the invading enemy sort of style. And this is going to be awesome to do that. I love this. I think this is a great addition. I hope 0.1s of any ARC launches are now going to throw mid-ops a brand new thing as well, which will give them something else to do. Shockwave Prime, you be on the stage. What would you like to do, buddy? How are you doing? Come on in. What's your thoughts?
First of all, sorry I'm late.
No.
I was dealing with a client, so I apologize.
No, don't be silly.
So I want to put something to bed, okay?
Oh, God.
This is a great thing, all right? And there's going to be no but here, right? This is a great thing. It's going to do nothing but to help G3 and Ghost Pepper. Yes, I would suggest you do it, because even though for us at G7, the effect is going to be near zero, and we'll talk about that in a minute.
Yeah.
But I would say that it's still going to help you, because 50% of base right now, when a lot of research is just 10, 2% sometimes even for a G3 player, and then moving that up to maybe 5% or 10% every now and then for certain research boxes. This will still have implications, positive implications for a G4 player. So I would still go for it and still do it. And also too, Cruzitos, right? This is going to give something for G7 players just to complete research, since we can't always complete research because we're locked at such asinine gates because of the economy and how it's locked. So let's talk about this morning. We had several players, that are higher ops, G6 and G7, kind of giving this research tree the what for. I gotta say, as a G7 player, I'm up 73. I went 73 on this very show.
Yeah.
This ain't it for us, boys and girls. This isn't it. This isn't for us, and that's okay. That's okay. It's not for us. It's to help G3 and G4 players. So the context of this, they were very clear. This is for G3 players. Now, G7 players are going to get some sort of benefit from this, because, like I said, like Cruzedo said, we can simply complete a research, and that does our daily. We're able to do those dailies a little bit easier now for G7. That's great. But let's be honest. When we're getting 10% of base of anything at this point,
yes,
it might as well be non-zero for us. It might as well have zero benefit for us.
Yeah.
So, and that's one of the.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's not negligible. I mean, it's negligible. So even let's say it is zero.
So it's 205%, right? 205% for the capacity increase.
Exactly.
Also, the advantage, which Faustus just managed to say, is that G6 can get the extra cube, or people can get the extra cube, which I think is an amazing thing. Ooh,
right. And that's there will be certain benefits to it, but not for, a little bit longer down the road for this. So, like I said, there are some benefits to this for G7, but none of it is necessary, right? I can deal personally without a third cube. Yeah. I don't need a third cube. I'll be the first one to tell you I don't want a third cube, because guess what? I'm going to be looking more and more into G7 ships.
Of course.
So this research is just it's not geared toward us, but as with anything, that they release in this game, G7 can get a benefit or two out of this, but that's just going to be icing on top of the cake, right? It's not intended for us. So when I see people like I did this morning, complaining, for lack of a better word, that starts with a B, about this research tree and how it's not geared towards us,
Yeah.
Our content drop happened last Thursday, guys and
Exactly.
ladies and gentlemen. So, that was for us. This is not for us. So what I would say is cool down, enjoy the fact that the G3 and G4 players in your alliance now have something to help guide them along the way, and call it a day. This is a good thing. It doesn't have to affect G7. We're sitting this one out.
Yeah, exactly. Which I think is a great thing as well. Ghost Pepper, you'll be glad to know I have some internal information about your growth, by the way. But I'm not going to show it on screen because I think it's quite interesting to see.
That sent to me too. I know. I'm pretty excited about it. You can share it. It's fine.
Okay.
I don't care. I'll take the shame.
No, there's no shame. You're slowly progressing at the speed of a snail.
A snail?
Yeah,
exactly.
I get it. Well, Quasel has. I'm going to transition across. Quasel's going to show you in Spock's Club how little this research does. As you can see, Quasel's got it on the screen now for you guys to have a look at from what this research actually does. So, Quasel, if you max this tree as a G, and I'm just the reason I'm trying to emphasize the G7 players. I'm trying to show you how little this does until the math shows it's way more, and then we start screaming. But yes, it shows that this is how much you've got to try and sort of do. But look at that by Quasel. Let me just make this a little bit bigger for everybody so they can do that. There we go. Make it a bit like that. So Quasel, we can see this research. So yeah, talk us through. So description.
You can see that most of those levels are like 15, 40, and at max then 80%.
Yeah.
And the other one is like 50%. So it's 200 and something in total.
Yeah.
And then, for example, you have one I found is like the one from, let me scroll down because I made it bigger, it's longer. So if you have like Fleet Commander Spock has an increased titanium storage capacity.
Yeah.
So that's most likely the most interesting one.
Yeah.
That's 500%. So it's like, yes, it helps, like Sniper said, a little bit.
Yes.
Especially if you would be in G7 and like go below and then can use stuff. But I don't think it's really, mind blowing.
Exactly.
Because
the main point is it doesn't make a difference. So if you don't do it as a G6 or G7 player, there's no major difference for you. If you want to do it, that's amazing. Yep. This is designed for G3 players and above, right? So, or G3 players and below, maybe a little bit into G4 because some of these things are quite useful to get. You get a cube out of it, you get everything out of it, which is absolutely amazing. It just shows you, I'm only trying to point out, when people are going, oh my God, you forgot about the G7 players and you created this whole new thing for them. I'm like, no, we're giving the mid-ops exactly what the mid-ops needs, which is a nice little booster. Hopefully they'll do one for you, Akaram, Jinis, what we'll do for you, and bring stuff into G4 and G5, and then that will be really good stuff that's in there. I'm really glad they brought this out for G3, Ghost Pepper says. It's what the lower levels have asked for, and now you've got loads of stuff to do, right? Well, no, a lot of stuff to do. You have a path and a focus that can improve you in the game, which I think is a terrific addition. So Simon says, Simon says, are there actually G7 players upset about this? I guess there is a reason I don't check the official forums in the morning. Gee whiz, it's a good thing for everyone. Well, I don't think upset. I don't think understanding what it's designed for. Pumpkinhead, could you imagine if they came out with a whale skin for No, that's not good.
Hey, Nigel, do you want me to tackle that one?
Yeah, please do.
Yes, let's do it. Let's do the whale skin. I want it. I need it in my veins. Dev team, make it happen. I want it tomorrow.
So to answer the question, I think that I'm not sure who that was that asked the question as to whether there's some folks upset. And I think that, yes, the answer is yes. Nigel, we talked a little bit about the completionist, I've got to get everything done, right? All of that. And I think the one thing that Scopely needs to keep in mind when they're bringing out stuff like this is out of sight, out of mind, right? Like, this is great for players that want to do it. I think what would make this even better is for folks to be able to just toggle things on or off, get it out of their sight so they don't have to deal with it. Because there is a psychology to it where players see things that they got to get done, right? We had a discussion yesterday about officers that have no sourcing for them. And a lot of players and a lot of folks want to be able to, right? We're collectors. We want to be able to make sure we get everything done.
Yeah.
I think to the other piece of it is that there's a lot of folks that, well, why do I need to go back and actually grind in order to get it, right? If I'm a G7 player, they're just auto complete it for me, and that way it's out of the way.
Yes.
I can tell you today, I was actually watching Mufasa, and I love watching his content
Yeah,
because
he's great.
I went through and I did it. And I'm out there grinding it, right? I also am recognizing that as a Ops 73, I don't need to be down in those 39 systems while other folks are trying to do it and taking all their hustles, right? I get it. Like that, I'm trying to be a good server mate and let the folks that need it get it. And then I can come in there and get the stuff that I need to after the fact.
Yeah. True.
So I think that's the one thing. I think at the same time, this gives us an opportunity. And while we have all of this power creep and whatnot, I think this is good overall for the game because if you do have players that are lower level, one, it's not going to take up as much of your time having to teach them there.
Yeah.
With stuff that we don't know. At the same time, they're going to be able to grow with the knowledge of the game and how to do the things. And that means they're going to be better teammates. And that means your alliance is then going to be stronger for it.
Exactly.
Right? So that's the part that I think a lot of folks miss. Yes, as a 73 and as a spender, I get it. We want everything for us. It all should revolve around us. We're the sun and everything should be there. I get that piece. Don't get me wrong. But we also have other players, right? It's a multiplayer game and we have alliances. So we should be celebrating the fact that our teammates that aren't at a high level are getting things that's going to make them better so that they can then play the game with us as well.
Yeah, exactly. Absolutely agree.
I'll take it one step further.
Yeah.
I'll take it one step further.
Mm-hmm.
This is going to get G3 players, unless your name is Ghost Pepper, into G5 a lot sooner.
Yes.
Where they can start contributing in things like alliance tournaments and things like ALBs for higher points.
Yeah.
This
I'm
is
G4
going to
for crying out loud. I'm G4, not G3.
Look at you. You're such a. I would pat your head if I could.
You
Head
know
pat.
what? And I would totally hit you.
She's so cute. And
Yeah.
so,
I just want to punch you in the throat.
so it's going to be. It's one of those things where it's designed to get people up and going.
Yes.
And we see this, right? We see Scopely, to their credit, channeling more and more resources to get G2, G3, and G4 into that content zone where the majority of the game lives. I think a new player told me that like for $200, if they wanted to,
yes,
they could get all the way up to 50, Ops 50. Yeah. And I think, there's really no reason to do that. I'll be the first one to tell you there's no reason to spend that $200 because with the way the content is going right now, once again, to Scopely's credit, you're able to do it for no cost, just maybe over 3 or 4 months instead of just spending that $200 and doing it over the course of maybe 2-3 weekends. So it's something that you can now kind of coast, relax, enjoy the ride, learn how to play the game, and like Cruzito was saying, help your teammates and your alliance be stronger for it. This is a good thing.
Yeah, super.
And it doesn't have to be geared towards people that are G6 and G7, and that's okay.
Yeah. What I'm going to do is just read a couple of things and give it to Sniper. Lady Command is, obviously saying the systems are getting crowded with players that are doing it. So hopefully people will understand that you've got to allow the G3s to do that. Darktree Gaming says, I understand G5 players are now just starting to feel what the mid-ups have been dealing with for quite a while, but things are starting to improve. Those G5 players that are complaining that should think back to what most of them said to mid-ups when it all started, but the mid-ups are getting their thing. And Panda Pirate comes up with an outstanding classic lawyery type response that we expect from Panda Pirate. He says, if we want STFC to survive, dedicating some love and attention to the next generation is critical. Just like the franchise needs to focus on entertaining the next generation of fans, and like how voice players need to cultivate the next generation of STFC advocates, which is absolutely true. And just so everyone knows, I'm only going to say it once, I walked off Stargate today. and then I will explain it in the after show why I did. And
Oh.
I know some stuff.
Oh no.
Yeah. No, I walked off it because of the things. And Bernardo,
Oh.
G7 can back off. New content's almost lost for them. Yeah, exactly. Absolutely agree. G3. Absolutely superb. Who the hell gave a shout out to Ghost? Who's that? Ghost Pepper? I don't know who that is.
Ghost Potato?
Potato, yes, exactly. I don't want to go to G5 or G6 fast. Yeah, I know, Lady Command. No one's forcing you. It's just a nice research tree, like the Outlaw research tree, that's going to give you some lovely bonuses and get you more resources and prepare you for that. August Valkyrie says, I'm not sure why people are getting worked up by the content, one group and not others. No, everything's going to impact us. Exactly. No, what I'm trying to do, Valkyrie, is I'm trying to just explain to the G7s why this is a good thing for the G3s. Not all of them are upset. Hardly anyone is upset about it. What it does do is it gives people an opportunity to go, this is great for G3. Let's now make sure your lower level alliance mates help them out with this information, because not everyone watches content creators, not everyone watches reads the Discords. This is a chance for them to get educated in the game. How many times have you seen people just like put any dilly-dally crew on, and then you're like, oh my God, I mean, what are you crewing with? So this is a great thing. I'm absolutely really, really happy. Yes, I know, Grib Scott, I do have news about it though. I might be back on it if it goes in time. Daystros, did they have to do with the fact that no, I'll explain that later. Pound their social media. No, I think Stargate will be back. That's just my opinion, because there's too much money put into it. Okay, absolutely good. Sniper. Sorry, Ghost Pepper. I promised Sniper the floor, then we'll come to you. Go ahead, Sniper.
Yeah, and I'll be pretty quick. I just want to give it a quick, alternate point that I want to make around it, or alternate point of view.
Sure.
As a G7 player, and I'm definitely not upset as a G7 player at all. In fact, I'm happy they're creating stuff for the lower levels. We've been asking for a while for them to create stuff to make it easier, not only to just push them up ops, but to actually get the ships and the crews and everything they need. So I think there's definitely a step in the right direction. My perspective as a G7 player, I'm actually glad that they are not hiding this from us. I think it was Cruzito, I forget if Cruzito or Shockley was saying we should be able to toggle it off. Like, I'm okay if we can optionally toggle it off, but I don't think that Scopely should toggle it off for us, because, there's so much stuff that happens in, that adds new things, like whether it's Lieutenant Picard that was created after a lot of us went through the lower levels. It only applies to the lower levels, but from, again, a collectionist point of view, we want to get it right. And I think in this scenario, it's good that they actually present it to us and are allowing us to participate if we want to, right? We could participate in it for a few reasons. One, it lets us try things out where we don't care about the cost, right? If our ship blows up or whatever happens, like, it means nothing to us, right? Generally speaking, most of us, especially if we're using a lower level ship to test this out. So it lets us learn it to be able to teach the lower levels, which maybe it's more costly for them to have their ship blown up or do different things, right? Or they don't have the same crews and they need to learn how to do it. So I think it's good from that perspective. We can experience it, we can guide them through it. But also, it does let us, complete it if we want to complete it. So we can have all the research, and whether it's for getting our daily research thing done, whether it's just to have more, whether it's to participate in things. So I think it's good that we complete it. I think Scopely should take that message. Like, even if they're creating new things, even for the lower levels. Now, events are different, right? Like, events, they have their own set of events. That's fine. But if they're creating something net new to the game, like a new officer, a new ship, a new whatever that applies to levels below whatever the current level is, they should allow us to go back and get those things, even if they be relatively meaningless to our game, right? Because otherwise it creates an imbalanced experience, right? We will never be able to go back and experience that unless we start a new account or something. So that's just what I wanted to say. Just
no, absolutely
not as quick as I wanted to say it, but that's the basic idea.
Yeah, exactly.
And Nigel, I know Ghost Pepper's coming up, but real quick to Sniper's point, right? I think that the idea and something that that Spox Club lets you do is that you can toggle things that are completed out of view. And I
Yes.
think that would be the next step, right? So if
Yeah.
I've completed research, let me toggle that out, right? Or let me only see the stuff that I haven't done, right? That might even be better. And again, for the completionist folks that aren't going to participate in this, I think it's one of those where, again, optionally to be able to go do that just so that it's not in there, right? Because I know that some of those things, it drives people bonkers. Like that was the majority of the conversation was, now I have to go do this. I'm like, you don't, right? Like you absolutely don't have to, right? There's
Yeah.
nothing forcing you to do it other than yourself. So
Yeah.
I think that is one good thing, and Sniper is right on, where allowing folks that want to participate and go back and have some of that,
Yeah.
I think is great. And to be honest, I don't necessarily mind having more grinding, right? Sometimes to go try a new challenge, yes, we can go throw a vengeance at these or do whatever it is, but sometimes it's fun to go and try and play with those little ships again and see what it was like.
Yeah, absolutely agree. Ghost Pepper.
So I am actually happy that they did this and brought this out, because what I was saying in some of the chats is that even if we don't agree that it is what was needed, they're listening. You know, like we've been saying for so long that we've had nothing to do. And I appreciate that wholeheartedly. And also to the point that was just made a minute ago, like about being able, if we've never asked for new content to be made for any of us in the mid ops, right? Mid or lower ops. We're not looking for new content. We're wanting access and to be able to do the things that everyone else has already done. And I found it funny, like the comment, like if they did make something, then you want access to it. Well, I'm worried now, like how am I going to source all the things that are up there at that level? Because we've already talked about in the past, like when you get past these arcs, some of these officers are not sourceable.
Yeah.
And so how am I going to get the ones that are up in front of me, right? Where you guys are like, would be mad that you can't go back and get it, which I totally get and respect. Like, honestly, I think that's fair. It's just the fact that I'm also in that position now. Like, okay, so when I finally get up there, how am I going to source this stuff that's not going to be there? And that's the problem I'm running into now, is that all these arcs that you guys already went through, I don't have that experience. So I'm going to have to figure out how to source those things. You know, no matter how fast or how slow I move through, I still have to figure that out. And so I do think that this is a step in the right direction, that they were listening, that hey, now they have something to do, you know.
Yeah.
And also that's not a good picture.
No, absolutely correct. And that's amazing. Retro Fury says
I did some math.
Yeah, go on. Go,
because you can filter in Spoxel Club based on resource storage stuff.
Yeah, okay.
And it's indeed 595% that you can get, because you have research for the warehouses and the vaults. And in comparison, we have currently 570 from research and 500 from Spox if you do that. So that's like a 50% rough math increase of the existing values.
Yeah,
if you do it
so
all.
it's on screen as well, Quasel. So if you do want to demonstrate it, it's there.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can have a look. It's bonus 50, 70. Yeah, you can see it. So 500% or whatever you said for all those. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and the meta bonus on the side are the upgrade levels, because there is no beautiful way to display the maximum.
Yeah.
So 0.25, that's 25%. And you can filter that stuff if you go for the effect.
Yeah.
And just if you know what you're searching for, select that one, and then you have it narrowed down.
Nice.
Can be quite handily to drill down on research, because you can then go, what I did was column visibility and just display the columns I'm interested in. But you can go max level or min level or power, or like max achievable level. That's most interesting for people. So where can I get to? That's just a tiny educational.
Yeah, absolutely superb with that one. And as well, Retro Fury, yes, you can build another cube now. Like, you know, I only have one, but you're like, I'm really excited about building a second cube. You've just got to work through that little, you know, tree. So if you look at it on screen, I'll try and show you what it is. There it is. It's on screen. And then you get to here in your Ascension research, you get towards the end, you get to this point, you get 50 of that, and then the next point is where it takes you to getting the second set of 50 board cubes. So there's your first, and then all you've got to do is do this following, researching either USS Enterprise D4 or Augur ship, so one of the main epics, and then as Mufasa says, it takes about 7 days to do 2,000 ish. So this looks like a potentially 10 or 11 day one to get that first part, and then for the second part you've got to upgrade that, and you've got to see what metrics you need for that one. There you go. On max pulls, of course, Mufasa. On max pulls, it takes 7 days, which is the critical aspect of that thing.
Yeah, don't start lying to these people. They're going to come after you.
No. Yeah, they can. Well, people come after me anyway, so yeah, might as well give them another reason. Reason number 1, Mega Cube sucks. Reason number 2, you can get another cube. There we go. So that's the 2 reasons there. This is a great way for us. Anyone else on the panel would like to bring any thoughts on this? Unmute yourself now, or forever hold your peace. It looks like no one's jumping on. Okay, great. So fantastic. This gives us a good segue to move on. Voyaging in the Void, that event that we can talk about. We didn't get to talk about it last time. It was something that I really wanted to see whether we can have a conversation about it today, because this is interesting, this meta, right? I remember what you said, Sniper. You said, right, this top meta right here, this one, is you said, like, you get 10k officer depot tokens. Why do we still get them when we don't have a choice? And then we get the premium mirror dust, which is quite nice. Cosmic particles, all really useful stuff, especially for G6 if you want to get to G7. 90 de-sealing rods, and then quite a substantial amount of ore at the end. But then remember, that's not the only part. The second part of it's here, where you don't get another set of de-sealing rods. I thought this is 360, or am I not seeing them? That's pretty much it. Oh my god, only 90 de-sealing rods. 90?
I think that's it.
I mean, what am I supposed to do with 90? Okay, never mind.
But I think you combine it with the 90 you get from the other daily.
Yeah, I think it works.
Remember, that's 90 a week.
No, 360.
So you're getting 360 a month.
90 a week.
Yeah.
Yes. So
yeah, you get 360 from the the daily calendar thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then you get some from the battle pass as well.
Do you know why I did that? I just wanted someone to answer it and be quite persuasive about it, because even Jules Verne fell for it, and he went 90 each week, and I was like, yes, Jules. Sorry, did you enunciate that one, sir? So 90 each week, which means that's the maths. The reason I said this. I as Jules know, I know how to play the fool. I mean, you've listened to all the podcasts. Okay, maybe I am that dumb, but there's 10% more in there, Jules. Tell them there's 10% more in there, which I think is slightly more cleverness. Let's call it. Jules Verne is not the smart one in every way. So you get 90, so you get 360. The problem with some of this is they need to look at this again. So. Let's start with let's start with Mufasa, right? Mufasa, your weekly, what do you get? Do you get the same as us with these? Do you get the same rewards as us?
Most part, the rewards are similar. I mean, obviously, we don't get the Figma, things like that.
Yeah.
The amounts are drastically reduced on most things, but we still get the 10k off the depot tokens.
Yeah.
That's the same. We still get these ceiling rods. That's the same.
Yeah.
Premium mirror dust is the same across the board.
Yes.
So those 3 things are global. As long as you're at the minimum ops level to receive them, you get them.
Great.
More or less.
That's good. So in other words, it gives you progression. If you had to rate the rewards with, yes, I'm so glad I've got it, or, oh my God, this is awful, where would you go?
Generally, I mean, honestly, it's less than what we're normally getting.
Okay.
In the long run. But on the bright side is I can just set out an auto grinder and forget about it.
Yeah, I mean, they're all super easy to get. Like for us, we get, a few more materials. I assume you get ore for today. While if you looked at the previous ones, you get, it's not too bad, 62 at the top, so 120 for complete, with some Officer Depot tokens. It's a mess situation. Pumpkin even said Met at 43. Can't tell. It's lower rewards, but also lower effort, so not too bad, which is a very good suggestion. Does the math show it's lower rewards than before? I haven't checked myself. I don't really know the answer to that one. Oh my God, it doesn't even go farther back enough for me to show the rest of it. Okay, well, it's not like we're doing the ALB stuff. But it shows that the rewards that you get from that is pretty impressive. And then if your alliance completes those bits, you will be fine at getting a bit more ore, and the rewards are a bit meh. But a sniper, now jump in from the G7 perspective and G6 perspective. What are we talking about with these, and what would you add to try and make this better, or not remove stuff, I doubt?
Yeah, yeah, I wouldn't necessarily remove anything because players are at different places, right? Whether you're G5, G6, G7, there's differences between free to play light spenders and big spenders, or if you want to call it
Yeah.
whales, right? So from like the spender perspective, certainly from G7 player and likely even G6 at this point, I would doubt most spenders, even light spenders, probably do not need most of these things that are on the first row, right? Like
Ooh,
the
no.
Officer Depot token. Huh?
I mean, I want this. Look at this sniper. Look how much I've got to fill. I need that. Did you see that little
Yeah,
quality of life stuff, by the way? That was superb. Isn't that amazing? Boom.
yeah.
View research. Boom. And
Well,
that's
well,
disappointing.
oh yeah, I love that thing.
Select
And,
nice too.
Yeah.
and yes, I guess this is why I'm saying like it depends on like the level player and the level of spend where you are with some of these things. So there is possibilities. That's why I don't want to say like remove anything
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
because there's players who will absolutely need like mirror dust like you just showed, right? So there's players that will need some of these things potentially still,
Yeah.
but there's also plenty of players who are in a position that don't need this stuff, right?
Yes.
So my idea was to kind of turn it more into an event store, since this is going to be an ongoing thing, right? Take all these things like the depot tokens, the mirror dust, the particles, whatever, turn it in, give it its event store token, right? I like choice, right? Go
Yes.
back to choice.
Yes.
Turn this weekly thing into event store token.
Yeah.
With event store each of these things plus some more things that possibly G7 players might need, like some more recent research, like the Excelsior research and
Yeah.
the Maverick research.
Yes.
That would still be useful, and things that are always useful to all grades, like the chaos tech uh, reactors, right?
Yes.
Uh, the stuff to upgrade the prototype tech, right? Like you can add all these things to an event store.
Yeah.
Like add everything. Like they're not going to add like the newest stuff, right? They're not going to add the newest
No, of course not.
research particles, like the Athena ones, for instance, or anything like that. So I wouldn't even like ask any of that.
Yeah.
But this would be like similar to the other event stores where, obviously there's a lot of different things here and different people are going maybe somebody needs more mirror dust but has no need for cosmic particles, or they
Yeah.
need more cosmic particles
Yeah.
and have finished their hazards, right? So different people are going to need different things. So that's why an event store and a choice is a great way to do it, because people can focus on the things that are actually needed for them instead of filling up their inventory with more things that they can never use. So,
Yeah.
for instance, like if I have all the premium mirror research done,
Yeah.
getting more premium mirror dust does literally nothing for me, right?
Yeah.
Like
True.
it's not like it does a little bit to me. Oh, it's a somewhat helpful. No, it's literally just a wasted thing in my inventory, right? I
Yeah.
can't do anything. So that is my idea, is that they add this to an event store, create a token, and add some more of those things that are useful, and they have the data, right? They know what research
Yes.
is still applicable to G7s and to G6s, right? So I think they should add those options, even if they have to, I know they like controlling
Yeah.
things sometimes, right? Even if they have to, make slight differences by grade, right? And either what's available or how much of it is available,
Yeah.
or how many tokens they give out. But give us more of that choice. I think they got to go back to that idea of choice. You
Yeah.
know, don't just like throw rewards at the table and like, okay, well,
Yeah,
hopefully
true.
there's something in here you want, right?
Yeah.
Give us a choice.
100%. I agree with the choice and with making that. Beach Whale, jump on in.
So just real quick, somebody actually pinged me before briefings even started and said, can we please talk about premium mirror dust? Because the only way to get it easily is through Arena. Or unless you spend. So they're at 2 years plus now and don't have the premium research completed because they're not buying mirror dust and they have no way to get it in game without doing Arena, which they can't do because it's only one night a week. So something needs to happen there. But I also want to point out anything that can be gotten through PvP should also have an equivalent PvE way to get it. And the reason why is more players do PvE only than the number of players that engage in PvP. And when it is stuck to a single night of the week, that means not everybody, even if they want to PvP, can do that.
Yeah, true. Well, I'm just going to echo what your friend that decided not to message me but message you instead. Is this? Look at this on screen. I clicked on it, Mirror Dust, right? Guess who needs Mirror Dust? And I do arenas every week. I do. Look at this. I'm happy to show this. I'm nowhere near finishing. I've got loads to do. I haven't even done this part of it. But it just shows that there is Mirror Dust there. So I'm really happy to have it there as an
And there are other
additional...
sources.
Yeah, and there are other sources, which is the Zindi, which is that gonna go? That's gonna go with that, and that's
It's
important.
gonna go, but Outposts has a bundle too.
Yeah, and Outposts got a bundle you can get.
Chat mentions.
Yeah, exactly. So Outposts got a bundle you can get 200 premium mirror dust a day through Outposts, which is fantastic. That will help me as well, and that'll be something that I do, and that'll be great. They removed all the choice, and they probably won't give many choices back. Not the events, not on the event store. Erwin, unlike the way you think, I 100% think that we can get that changed, and I say 100% because I'm convinced that with great pitching and great description and great debate, we can get them to understand why this is useful. When you make people understand, it's that. Putt says, I don't do arenas ever, but you got Outposts and the Wednesday event, you can get it there. But the Wednesday event will go, am I right? That will go this week. This is the last week with the Wednesday event, and then it'll be this thing, right?
Yes, that's our understanding at least.
Yeah, exactly. So you've got the 125 from here, and then the Outpost, so just so we can show them, Quasel, is you go to the refinery, and you click on that. Not a lot of people have ever seen my account, so this is quite interesting. Oh my God, bulk refine. Let me do that. Let me see. Let me see. Is an error going to appear? Oh yeah, get that deliciousness. So you work through the mirror Outpost, and it is
far at the end.
There it is.
Yeah, almost. And you have a single and a double pull.
Yeah, I claim it every single day. As you can see, it's part of my bulk refines here. So there you go. Yeah. That's another 200, which gets us even closer. There's multiple things. So 125 is what we used to get in the Wednesday event. They've made 125 here, so it's even. And now the 200 is there as well, which is very, very useful to get. So that's useful stuff to get in there and sort of have a quick look at that, which is great. But otherwise, the events themselves, none of them seem hard. Everything seems easy. And if you don't want to do the event of the day, what do you think, Beach Whale? You just got to kill 50 hostiles? 50? I think 50.
For what Wednesday event? I am so busy. I didn't even do any event yesterday. I barely got dailies.
Yeah, so let me show you. So the Wednesday event, which is this one, Final Weapon Wednesday. You do the Zindi SMS and you get 65, so 120. No, 130 you get all together from doing that one, which is just killing Zindis. So that's the Wednesday event. So so that one goes, the Final Weapon Wednesday goes, and they've replaced it now, because it's the last week of that one, with Voyager the Void. And today, instead, you're doing either 3 group armadas or quite a lot of hostiles. That's quite a lot of hostiles, isn't it, Quasel? That's not 50.
Gotcha. So they added some more.
Bad. I mean, it's...
Yeah. It's a lot. I mean, you just
how many points per hostile? I mean, it's
50
60,
hostiles.
so that's 50. That's 50 hostiles. That's okay.
Yeah, so 50
and you
hostiles.
can auto-grind that stuff, don't forget.
Yeah.
And that goes mirror dust as well?
Yeah, so as at the top, you get to here, And then eventually in the week, which is what you only get it weekly in the Wednesday thing, your meta for the week, which is easy to finish, you get 125 premium mirror dust right there.
Gotcha. I will. That's great. I am just going to point out though that 125 mirror dust is absolutely nothing.
But
and neither is 250 once you get into some of the last ones. So yeah, there's a way, but it shouldn't take 2+ years to max that out. And I think my point still stands that if you can get something in the game by doing PvP, you should be able to get it doing PvE or have multiple days to have the option to get it, not stuck into one small window that not everybody can be part of. Yes, I know it
correct,
runs
but you
out.
can
I know it let me
So-
finish, please.
It's okay.
I know it caps out and you can't keep pulling it, but everybody in the game should have the ability to get that same amount regardless of how it's done.
Marvelous. So I'm going to prove to you that you get exact same amount as PvE. I'm glad you said that. So in arenas, mine is maxed, right? So where is the factions? Terran, come on. STFC, don't fail me now. Oh my God, why do you even suggest that? Right. So in arenas, I've maxed out my mirror dust, right? Which is there. So in the arenas, you can get approximately on average 200 a day, right? For the week. So that's 1,400 that you can almost get, and there's a little bit more, right? Then 200 a day, same thing, refinery. So if you do the normal bog standard outposts, one chest pull gives you, I haven't got the mod, but gives you 200 a day here, right? And you can actually claim more, which means you get 1,400. So we've now agreed that PvP and PvE have equaled each other.
Gotcha.
And then,
like I mentioned in chat,
yeah,
I didn't realize Outpost even had it since I was maxed out.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
Outpost, so
yeah. I left it as a bulk refine for God knows how long, and then someone reminded me. I was like, "Did I bulk refine?" Of course I did. Across the Void gives you an additional, in the meta. So when you finish the meta itself, which is a week, it's so easy to finish, like 50 hostiles a day, or do the thing of the day. For example, the away teams one was do 2 away teams basically, and then that does it. So it's very simple and very well done. I think there's not any extra grind in it. Like you're going to do your hostile grinds anyway to do this, for example, and you're going to do it for a Ferengi anyway. So there's so many different things where synergy works really well on it. But that's what I like about the Voyage of the Void. I think it's pretty good. The only thing we need to add is, I would say, if I think inflation has gotten involved, and I just think the rewards just need another 20% boost on everything, or do what Sniper's suggestion is, which I really like. Create an event store where you can go in here, something like, this with materials, ship parts, blueprints, and officers, be able to select and choose a few things, but give us enough loot to make a decision. Making a decision would be great, but Put says, why would it take 2+ years? This has started Ops 40 or lower, goes to Ops 70. So someone should take a few years to complete research tree. Seems, yeah, exactly. I think we will get that. So, Putz, I've been doing it, and I'm nowhere near finishing. Like, how long has Mirror Universe been out? 2 years? Has it been 2 years? I can't remember. When was it?
Something like that, yeah.
Was it last year or was it the year before?
Need to check Arc history.
Yes.
I mean,
so great suggestion, Crocus Maximus, and a few people have brought up as well in G7. Lat would make that more interesting to help people out. So,
hey, Nigel.
Yes, go ahead.
So one of the things that, and it seems to be a little bit of a theme, right? A lot of the stuff that we're talking about here is for players that were already within a certain generation of the game when this stuff got introduced, right? And so, the thing that they were doing before was kind of giving that catch-up type mechanic. So if you're coming into the game, as Putz mentioned, or you're playing at a slower pace, a lot of these things that are being brought up are not going to be an issue necessarily, right? I think it's when either we have accelerated a little bit faster than the content, or we are already above that content and now we're having to play catch up, i.e. like the premium mirror dust, right?
Yeah.
A lot of folks that enter that were at a higher ops and there wasn't a way to accelerate. And that's the thing that I think it would be nice to have Scopely kind of address. If you're at, a G7 level, then you may need to get this a little bit quicker. Why? Because you're already further up and it's going to take it, right? But trying to say, a player that's just entering that loop is going to get the same amount as somebody that's probably a little bit above it, but we got to go back and play the catch up.
Oh
I
my
think
God.
if they look at that,
Yeah.
that's something that would be better.
Yeah, absolutely right. Well, Ascension says it was 4th of June 2024, so it was 2 years. So in 2 years, as people are taking the piss that they didn't think that I actually played the game, so in 2 years, I'm still missing quite a bit of my Mirror Universe stuff, right? So I still play it and sort of work my way through, and there's still the Premium Mirror Dust to do. So as you've seen, there's a few bits and bobs to sort of get you through that, which is very important to do. So that shows you the amount that I'm missing here. And you saw how quickly that moves. So there shows the stuff that I'm still lacking after playing for 2 years, and I play every day. So, and I have the game on constantly on, even on set. So it shows that is as well, which would be great. So Mirror Universe, June 2024. And now in 2 years later, we're getting to it. We are exactly, a little bit more time to do that stuff. So just so people are aware, that's how long it takes. So, which means, Scopely, that we could do the 20% increase in here somewhere. Maybe some more events with like 1,000, 500 and all that sort of stuff to get there. And Sniper, just for your own sake of mind, I'm going to do this. Look how close I am. 1, 2. Oh my.
And Nigel, one thing to push out, right? So again, we want that boost for us, right? Because we're there, right? It's been the 2 years. And I know that their pushback will probably be, well, we don't want to necessarily break the economy for those that are coming after us, right?
Yeah.
But they need to start recognizing that for folks that are in the grades now, they've got to somehow be able to accelerate that without also then destroying the economy for the folks that are coming afterwards, right? So again, there's ways for them to do it where if you're at this level or at this thing, you're going to get a little bit of a boost, right? I don't know how to do that necessarily, but I know that Putz has brought that up as well. I know that Retrieving has talked about that, where players that are already at that gate, when they introduce it, we've got to either go spend the money to catch up, or you basically have to just kind of suffer through it. And again, it's been out for 2 years.
Yeah.
So a lot of players that have been in the game for this period of time should.
Hey, Crisito, sorry to interrupt you for a second. There's a very important chat or question in Twitch chat.
Yeah.
The bigger question is, how much lat does Nigel Rovers have?
Look, are you ready? Just to prove to you guys that I don't actually lie about the things I do, I'm going to bring the screen down. There you go. Is that coming down? Yeah, it should be coming down. There you go.
Here it comes, Ascendancy. 122 million. That is like a fraction. Crisito would be having a heart palpitation if he saw 1 million.
So what does that prove to you,
You
KJ?
are such lat poor.
Yeah. What does that prove to you, KJ? I do.
Crisito, you need to be shaming him.
Why do you shame
I don't shame anybody. Nobody. Nobody.
Well,
But I do feel a little bit of shame coming my way because I actually have a lot more. That's what I'm getting. It's like a reverse shaming going on here, right, Nigel?
You have 100 times that.
100 times that. So just to prove to you, KJ, I don't really buy anything. Scopely kindly gifted us the Battle Pass. So that's mostly what I use. I get the lat from the Battle Pass lat that happens from that. And then...
Oh, Monocle, relax. I'm friends with Crisito. It's okay.
Yeah, no.
To get back to Mirror Dust a little bit.
Yes, okay, Quasel. Yeah, go ahead.
We need a total of, because math, 250k. Spock's World Cup shows us that. I have it on screen if we want to show it.
Yes.
So if we're needing 250k of that, and let's assume people can double pull outpost.
Yeah, there is.
I mean, single pull is easy, but double pull is already work.
Yeah.
And let's forget the rest of the stuff we can get.
Yeah.
That's 3.5 years to max all of that research. So I think it's about time after 2 years that we maybe loosen it up a little bit.
Yeah. That's what I was going to come at this and say.
Yeah.
We're talking about 2-year-old content here. The gate needs to be lifted because they're not making, it's not their bread and butter anymore. You could make that argument, 1 year ago, but 2 years ago now. And also something else to consider on this is is that they still, one of those identifiable opportunities that I'm starting to kind of like get out there so it doesn't sound so negative. But one of those opportunities are exactly how they even market the premium pack, because it says the premium pack is 2 times mirror dust.
Yeah.
And it's not. It's single mirror dust. That 5,000 that they sell, it's a little misleading when you put 2,000, when you put 5,000 in there,
Yeah.
because 2 times should technically be 10,000 because the pack's always been 5,000. So, it's one of those things too where they're not even sure how to market it because it's so old. So it's definitely one of those things that they need to increase the gate on and increase the flow of the output of the drip, because like I said, at the point where you can't even market it correctly, it's time to loosen that faucet up.
Yeah,
So
100%, and very agreed. And Potts brings up a good point. It's like it should take 2 years. This is started at ops 40 or lower. It goes to ops 70, so no one should take. So it should take a few years to complete that research tree. Seems only logical. Now, should someone who started as an ops 60 plus and are now 70 plus, sure, they should not need 2 years to complete the tree. That's the disconnect we always have, which is true. So hopefully that'll be something that they can look into, and that'll be great. So we just pointed out a couple of things, because this is going to lead me to a very good segue as Sniper finishes off with this segment, unless anybody else wants to tell us anything about this Voyager Beyond and the Premium Mirror Dust section. Sniper, last thoughts?
Yeah, final thoughts. Just adding to what Jacques was saying, that even from the purchasing, even from the buyer's perspective, they haven't really updated meaningfully. Like back when we had those arcs, or a little bit after those arcs, they started adding like 7,500 special packs, which was like 1.5 with the nice little golden border special packs, and then they kind of went back to just offering 5,000 in the special packs, but still calling them special, even though they went back from having 7,500 back to having only 5,000. So
Yeah.
And they honestly, as far as I know, I mean, and this is not for me. I already, my premium mirror dust is completed long time ago. But there's plenty of people like you see, even with yourself, like that aren't. So I think, yeah, from an income perspective, from a pack perspective,
Yeah.
and from a maybe even cost efficiency perspective, they do need to relook at this thing for a lot of players, because now that we're at the 2 year mark, it is starting to be old content, right? And
Yes.
it needs to be something they relook at, because there's a lot of still beneficial things in that tree that people want, right?
Oh,
So I think
100%. Yeah.
they should look at some of that.
Yeah,
And
100%.
I say completely selflessly because I don't need it, but I know others do.
Yeah, 100%. Like, I know there's some stuff in the Premium Mirror Dust tree that I'd love to get. Now it's been 2 years. I agree that faucets have got open. Like, that's how they want us to last. MJ Hat, out of interest, how you're doing on your Premium Mirror Dust tree? Where's your mic? Oh, sorry. Yes, MJ Hat, how are you doing on your Mirror Dust tree so far with that?
Honestly, I'm not as advanced as some other people because I'm not participating in arenas. Now I know that is slowing me down tremendously. That being said,
yeah,
going through the outpost way of getting my premium mirror dust has actually made things a lot easier for me.
Yeah.
So I'm probably about halfway where some of you guys are at, but if you want, I can actually get you a screenshot and you can share it if you like.
Yeah.
Okay, give me just a second, and I will, if you want to move forward.
Yeah, no, 100%. It's always good to see what everyone's levels at, and it allows people to then feel that they're not part of the same thing. So it's good to discuss that discussion as well with people and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, and packs on packs on packs, as KJ says, which is be important. Make me proud.
Here it is.
Okay, let's have a look and see.
By the way, I'm posting in Discord stage chat.
Yeah, looking at it. Let's have a look. So okay, and you've been playing for how long, MJ Hat? So you got 3 of everything pretty much, but 7 of one of thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been doing the mirror research since it came out, but the thing is I didn't have sourcing for the longest time.
Yes.
So it is what it is.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I finished my sourcing in arenas. I like playing arenas, so and that sort of got me to where I am. Finished the arena stuff. Now we're doing outposts, and it opens that door beautifully for further on. But that's what it moved us from now. So we've had a chat about how the G3 researchers help and G4. That's fantastic news. Moved to the Voyage and into the Void, which requires just a little bit of adjustment. So I think the percentage should go up by 20%. So if we can get an additional 20% and maybe insert Premium Mirror Dust in one of the daily events. But we haven't seen them all yet, so I can't really comment until we get to the end. I know they did a table for it. Do we have that table? Anyone got access to that table? Let's put that up on the screen. That table that they did, which was from, let me look at the official. It is when did they say event progression? Star Trek thingy. Anyone got the link to that one? So add 15-20% daily refine reports. It isn't supposed to be easy. Yeah, exactly. It's supposed to just give us a evil Karnic. I'm with you. A little boost. That's all you need. But we can show that later. Anyway, that's something that we can give advice on and something that we can bring up, and I think is very, very important to sort of figure out. I don't know if you have it, Quasel, and then I can put your screen up if you do find it straight away, which I think would be great to see where that is. Quasel's having a look. He'll find the Star Trek Fleet Command. You can't see what he's doing on his screen at the moment. I'm watching all the mess happen while he's trying to, do it as fast as he can, which is kind of brilliant. Seriously, I do feel like I need more Cosmic for Station Research too. Yeah, I still do. Retro Fury, I'm happy to show what it is. Okay, Quasel, I think you found it, so I'm going to transfer you guys on the screen. Quasel's getting close. As you go further down, Quasel, I think there's a table of the resources. Let's see if there's any more Premium Mirror Dust. As you can see, the difference is there, and you have a look. Yeah, so let's go to the G. It will be Premium Mirror Dust goes in 40. So that's 125, 125, 125.
Yeah, but it's no details if there will be a daily
yes.
trip or not.
That's the thing that's missing. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So after this week, we can make a very good judgment of it, whether we need an extra bit more. So you can get 1,400 a day. Do your outposts every night. You've got plenty of starts for that, and I think those are really important things. Now, which helps me transition, unless anyone, I'm just hearing a few pings in my ear. The best thing you can do with the removal of the newer dailies, just make sure they put the rewards from that back in somewhere else. So look at all of these events, log in what we get, and then make sure we get all the back somewhere else. If not, we light our pitchforks right? Yeah, of course, exactly. Well, we just proved, Putz, that they're giving us 5, the number 5 Mirror Dust less than what they gave us in the weekly event, which is 130. They give us 125. But that will be a discussion that we can... when we now have mathematical evidence to show them those things and say, this is something that's very important.
Those bastards.
Yeah, exactly. 5! That 5 shockwave is going to be amazing. Now here comes for the very most important question that every single player here I'm going to ask. Now listen carefully to my question. Because what I would love to do is I'd love to put a list of 15 things that, without coding, and what I mean without coding or minimal effort of coding. So in other words, copying a code from a situation you've seen before, putting it into something else, with minimal coding and minimal effort to make you happy today, one thing you would like to get in the game improved. And let me start you off. There's a fantastic player in the private server that came up with an outstanding suggestion, which all of us have been thought of. I would like a big win for the player base. All the FTs that are 55 to go up to 60, right? No coding required. And you can do it 2 ways. You either give us a claim, and that claim sends us straight into 60 for all the FTs, or you improve the percentage from 2% to 10% so we can still score in SLBs and be able to upgrade it naturally ourselves, right? What do you think? That's not a bad first way to kick us off, right? That's number 1. Now, Shockwave Prime, your suggestion.
Amen.
I think that I think at some point it's time to open up those forbidden texts to the advertised values. You know, it's
Yes.
one of those other identifiable opportunities.
Yeah.
Because as to this point, they've sold us a product
Yes.
that is misleading.
Yes.
It's not false advertising because they have the ability to make them. They have the ability to make them do what they're supposed to do. But up to right now,
Yes.
I am sorry to offend anybody. I'm not meaning to sound negative.
Yeah.
But up until right now, it has absolutely been misleading marketing for that. So what they need to do is, I would say, they haven't had a new forbidden tech come out.
Yeah.
And outside of prototype forbidden tech, you know, which is a brand new take on it.
Yes.
So actual forbidden tech though has probably been about a year. So I think what they need to do is just release the chest and have that one-time claim and have everything go up to 60. Because like I said, you know, the way they've marketed it has not been forthcoming.
Nope.
Probably unintentionally because of so much ebb and flow and everything like that. So I'll give them that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, they need to release these items to the advertised value.
Yeah. So just so people don't get misunderstood, additional bits of things, it's not the thing that I'm looking for. I'm looking for a quality of life improvement today change that you've seen previously that you can do. So better sourcing, sure, right? That's not even a question. That should be something that all the way through. My question is what today's change that's very simple, that doesn't require major coding, that they'd be happy with, just give forbidden text, either make it 10% or give us the claim 100% without any failure. Beached whale.
Well, the first quality life change I'd like to see is this is the third day in a row with an update. Come on. No, I'm kidding.
Yes.
I'm kidding.
Yeah.
The gift claims tab, alliance tab, resource tab.
Yes.
We need bulk claims there.
So
that's
right,
what I would
okay.
like to see next is bulk claim out of there.
Just so I understand it, let me go to my game, just to be clear, because I think there is a bulk claim, but I think that bulk claim is in the wrong place, isn't it? That's the thing. So
well, it's only on the gift chests, and you still have to click like 6 different ones for the underneath bulk claim on it.
Yeah. So for example, I click claim here, right? So I'm in the gift chest here. Then there is this bulk claim here, which is designed for this one. So these 3. So you go 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So you want a
hold on a second.
Yeah. Sorry.
You know what?
Yeah.
Because that actually, I didn't even know that bulk claim was there.
Yeah, it's
because
there.
it's minimized. No, it's minimized.
Yeah.
By default.
Yeah.
You have
It's
to
like
click
this.
a pop out.
Yeah. So it does. So if you see it, it's like that. Yeah.
Okay, that's great, but it needs to be on the artifacts tab, the resources tab, the alliances tab.
Oh, so here.
Oh, wait, hold on. It is on the alliances tab now.
Yes.
So again, that goes, but it's not on territory either. So great. It's on some tabs, but it needs the rest, and they need to let people know and not hide it from them.
Yeah, absolutely agree. The communication is like, let's put that to one side. That's them. But what I think you suggested, which is superb, finish your bulk claims everywhere. And also, I'm going to add to it, and I assume you're saying the same. You see how these bulk claims happen at Beach Whale, which are amazing, is the same needs to be done here in the refinery for their bulk claims, because those don't carry on to mobile devices or any other devices. Those.
Oh, I agree.
Yeah. So
well, that was one thing I was happy about with the faction bulk claim is it carries back and forth without, like, my mobile and my other are, and my PC are completely messed up between one another.
Yes.
I do want to see that too.
Yeah, exactly. So that's a good suggestion. That's number 2. So we had a forbidden tech. So we need to just max it straight away. Let me click on one of my embarrassing forbidden techs. We have this one. So I just want to go upgrade. I want this to either be 10% so that I can tier it up, right? Because there's not stuff available, or just give me a claim to max this out to the figure that you promised us that it gets to. Right? Simple change. super happy. Bulk claim, simple change, super happy, right? And then Amiga is asking for a mega bulk claim button to collect everything at once. That obviously would be amazing. But what I'm trying to do is simple changes that we can ask them, right? Number 1, forbidden tech. Number 2, like Beach Whale suggested, a bulk claim that basically what it does is that it finishes off the rest of the tree. So just in case anyone is watching from that team, we want it in the Alliance store, we want it in the resources store, we want it in the consumables pickup as well. Oh, there is one there. See, it does it. It's in some places, but not others. I need to do this with this, by the way. Oh, yeah, this is great. Thanks for reminding me. This helps me. I can catch up on my game at the same time. It's like things like that just needs to be everywhere. Territory, it's missing, so just add it everywhere else. Limits, rethink some of the hard caps. Exactly. Improve away teams as you ups up. For example, I don't need a G3, G4, G5 materials. I also don't need any of the old officers, so I should get officer depot tokens instead. Fantastic suggestion. So away teams to go back up to exactly where we want them to, which is important. So away teams, we need these to go really high up so we can do more. Do you know what I mean? And that'll be amazing. But, so that maybe G7 materials. But that's a bigger update than what you think. That still requires coding. Megan Riley says they probably left off territory because it resets every week. Yeah, true. Yeah, so people might lose stuff and so on and so forth. Yeah, that makes sense, which makes interesting. Trade obsolete inventory. Again, too much coding, John Drell. I want to keep it simple. Advertise. I know Afostis advertise the bloody QOL. Mate, I didn't even know it was there. I was like, oh, it's there. Oh, that's good. I was like, when you just go, can you look at the corner of your eye? I'm going to have to claim those exocomps. That's annoying, which would be great. Improve exocomps for G7, G8. Yeah, but these are, again, updates that are require coding. So let me give you another suggestion, right? So we got ourselves to this. Let me throw another one into the mix. Thanks, Sniper. I got that information. Thanks, Quasel. I got that info as well. So one of the other suggestions I would do is, do you know what would be amazing? This is, again, that doesn't require major coding. A hostile counter on the screen. My God, please do it. So if you see at the top here, the thing I would love to see right at the top, right next to...
Oh my God, yes.
Just put a freaking number up there. Right here, right next to this, just here. See this cheeky little part here? Little cutie right here?
Or just take away some of their freaking store stuff and put the little counter. But yes, right there, that would be great.
Just there. A little cheeky hostile counter. Use this mechanic right here. Copy this. For the treasury, just so you see, I'll just move it up so you can see it better. Copy this for the treasury, put 2,500 and make us go all the way up and restart it every day. Super simple, right? There you go. Hostile counter.
Hey, Nigel.
So I thought about one of these overnight there, Nigel, and because I know you asked the private server about this.
Yeah.
And what I came up with was one of the things that you just mentioned actually kind of almost hit to what I was thinking. But when you max an officer, especially at the higher levels like G6, G7, when we've got a lot of those officers maxed, what do we get? We get transporter pattern.
Yes.
And most of us don't need officers in that transporter pattern store.
Yeah.
So how about when you max an officer or whenever you get shards of an officer that's already maxed, they give you 50% of it in transporter patterns and 50% of it in officer depot tokens. That way, we're actually able to use something to the extent of when we max it. So, if we were to get 3,600 transporter patterns, maybe make 1,800 transport patterns and 1,800 officer depot tokens. That way, we're actually getting something out of it. Instead of stockpiling transporter patterns we're never going to use anyways.
Yeah, sure. I'm just going to give Sniper the floor because you've got to leave quickly. Sniper, go ahead.
Yeah, thanks, Nigel. Yeah, and I do gotta run, but just wanted to quickly add something to the hostile counter thing that I was thinking about that might be cool. Wanted to throw it out to the panel, see if maybe, and it would require probably a little bit of coding, but You know how like you have in your car, kind of like a trip counter.
Yeah.
Like you have the main mileage that the car has, and then you have like a trip counter, right, that you can turn on, and you just see how many miles you went for that particular trip.
Yeah.
I was thinking that would be also a useful thing for this because oftentimes you have a reason you want to hit a certain number of hostiles, in the system you're working with, or a certain
Yeah.
type of hostiles, or want to see how many of those hostiles you can hit on a whole, right?
Yeah.
And sometimes you got other things going on in the game at the same time, auto grinding, whatnot. So it'd be interesting if you can kind of turn on a trip counter in a system,
Nice.
uh,
Yeah.
and so you have your main hostile counter.
Yeah.
Then you can like flip over, so not to take up too much screen real estate. You can kind of just flip over with maybe like a little toggle or something, and you have the amount of hostiles you killed in that system,
Yeah.
right? Since you last reset it, right?
Yeah.
Let's say, or since you entered that system, something of that nature.
Yeah.
So if I'm like, hey, I want to see how many hostiles I can kill on one hull with this new specialty ship, right? With this particular crew, but I got other things going on, so I don't want to have to like sift through battle logs or count them manually. I could just have that thing keep track of them. So obviously, a main hostile counter that resets daily, hugely important, but that might be another interesting little thing they could throw in.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, great suggestion as well. And one of the great suggestions, and Monocle got them because something was suggested. I love this. Revert the Officer Depot token store to the prior iteration. Just give me choice. So small wins. FT 55 to 60. Hostile counter, right? A suggestion of the hostile trips. Give me a very simple revert the Officer Depot tokens. 4 wins you can have today, very simply. And that is important for them to realize. That's a great suggestion, Monocle. It's one of the ones on the list. And that is something that would today make your gameplay better. And what I'm talking about is these little moves make a huge difference to the game, and I think are very important for them to realize. No 7 Cool says you could add a transport patch in exchange for something as simple as Officer XP. Sure, requires coding, but I want a today fix. I want to go, hello, Mr. SVP Cameron. Hi, right, here are 10 things you can do today, right now, that is really simple, that would make everyone super happy. These are the 10 to 15 things we can do today. Officer Depot return, hostile counter on the screen. You have the coding, copy and paste it there. You don't even need to make it look pretty. We don't even want it to be pretty. You can use Arial, bog standard, or Times New Roman font, wherever the simplest font there is. Add it in there, do it. That'd be amazing. Also, Officer Depot token store, revert it, like Monocle says. Just revert it. Watch everyone win. Now, you want an even bigger win? The next battle pass is to have the Officers of the Ark. The biggest problem I have here is I go to this battle pass, right? So I upgraded mine to the Mythic because they give me the free one, right? So in this battle pass, where is the Officers? Where are they? There's no Officers in this. There's just nothing. And then you go to the wave one, right? You go to the wave one. And the top part, that's what I'm fussed about, right? The top part. Where's the Officers? There's no Officers. How do you want people to get these Officers, like these ones? So the gacha's got to stop, and you've got to revert that previously. Baconfish says, an outpost counter, so you know what wave made it to in the outpost. You don't successfully complete it. Interesting. There is a counter on there, but it doesn't stop, when you end it, which is interesting. Velvet Thunder says choice is gone and it's not coming back as it was before. We need to accept that and switch instead to how we do make RNG better. Sure. Okay. That's a good suggestion. Thanks for the lurk there. Hack, I'd take a courier font. Exactly. Monocle, I'd take any font they want. Flossie says, get the web claimable from within the game. They've already approved it in suggestion. Just need to enact on it. Sure. Allow CMs to properly comp and customer service support on that. Yes, Retro Fury, again, great. Yes, standard stuff we should be expecting. I want in-game stuff that be useful. So, let me give MJ Hat the floor first, and we'll go Shockwave Prime. MJ Hat.
So, Nigel, you were saying that you were making a list, right?
Yeah.
I think it would be beneficial if we were to approach this from every side possible. I have asked for a sit down with the man. and we will see how that comes about.
Sure.
It's supposed to be getting scheduled. I don't have dates or anything just yet,
Uh-huh.
but I'll let you know.
Uh-huh.
But as far as the list goes, I want to be able to present that from every angle.
Yes.
That way it's heard.
Yes.
So
yes, which is where I'm making this list. I do have a list. I'm actually reading from a list that I got an approval from to suggest, because it looks very likely that a lot of this can potentially happen, right? Let me tell you something as well. Thank you, Tony Sir. Thanks for coming in, buddy. Outpost results screen risk breaker. Interesting. That's good. It's still not quality of life thing. Let me give you another example of a quality of life thing. And Cruzito is the genius that came up with this. Cruzito, I'll let you suggest your idea of the housing. What would be amazing to get in housing that you would like to get in? I saw that I Am Evil. I've read your DM. Go ahead, Cruzito.
Yeah, I mean, what I was asking for, and those of you that have the ability to, please go into the private Discord and upvote it. But Nigel, if you can go to just a system, right? Just click on any system there.
Yeah. I'm in the Galaxy now. Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I'm looking at the Twitter. There's a bit of delay, so
yeah.
Yeah, when you click on to go outside of it, and then just click on anything there, right? So you're going to see that up there underneath the label of it, you see an interceptor symbol there when you click on it.
Yeah.
So if there's stuff that has like mining, if there's stuff that has armadas, you'll see those as well.
Yeah.
So one of the things that we were asking for is if there's a way for us to be able to see housing systems, right? And they can even add it into the filter where it says like default mining, hostels, hazards. Add more, right? Add one that says station housing so that you're not necessarily. And while I love what they do with STFC space and all of that stuff, I'm a big proponent of I shouldn't have to leave the game in order to find about information about the game, right? Like that just seems weird, right? Well, okay, I'm leaving your game to now go somewhere else to go find out about it. All right, I'm done. I'm already out of here. Thanks. I'm not coming back in.
Yeah.
So again, along with the stuff that they're doing for the mid ops, that's a way that they can start helping. They can start introducing it as part of that, because again, a lot of us players that have been in the game 7 years, we understand a lot of these tricks and all of this stuff.
Yeah.
But man, they need to start doing those kind of things that, well, it will benefit us.
Yeah.
That's going to benefit players that are just getting introduced to the game, right?
Yeah.
Why make it so painful for them to go find information about the game? Why not just put it in the game?
Yeah, exactly. Like I go here in G7, right? I go into the second part of this. I know this is a housing system. Why can't you tell me it's a housing system? Same thing with here. I know this is another housing system where you can get to, but it doesn't tell you you can do that in any way. And you want G7 players to sort of make a decision of where they're going to go. There's housing systems here and here as well that you can get to, that you can make a decision. There's no sign that tells you this. And also, you've now forgotten, which is important, about that.
And mind you, right? So I know that there's going to be some pushback, right? Well, then that just means that folks are going to know where bases are.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. But that also means that you're going to then maybe introduce some more PvP type stuff or base rating that is there, because now people know where or are able to go and find places where there are bases, right? Like, so it's a kind of a win-win, if you will, right? If you're trying to say, hey, we want you guys to interact more, we want you to do rating, we want PvP, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Well, then give us the tools that make it a lot easier to interact that way.
Yeah, I'm going to give Shockwave a chance in a second. Lady Command said, add a symbol for active mission. JKUK, you came up with a great suggestion. I saw it. Let me just pedal up to you. JKUK said, add untaken missions, right? So that sort of stuff. Also, for everyone to see, right, you click on missions. Does anyone not realize that this exists? Right here, this thing. That takes you to stfc.space, exactly where the mission is in your chain. No one, again, an absolute quality of life improvement that they don't tell you about. Yep. So Ghost Pepper, you click on that, takes you stfc.space and takes you to the mission there is. So like, I've just clicked on it. It went to fc.space. Look at it. It appears here. And there it is. It takes me to exactly where the mission is and where everything works with that one. You see that? Simple things. They haven't even put that in a patch. I know, Cottontail, but that's the amazing things that we discover. Like, I discovered a new bulk claim that I didn't even knew existed. Shockwave Prime, sorry. Go ahead, buddy.
I think one of the things that would be helpful, and it doesn't require any coding.
Yes.
It affects future coding.
Yeah.
When you introduce a new officer, for God's sakes, just make it a command badge and a laurel. Don't, whatever amount of laurel and command badges. We don't need to make it whatever currency that the ARC is running at that time.
Yes.
That's something that they're getting way too free with, where every ARC now requires an officer requires that currency. And and that needs to be put in check, because 50,000 for Maverick credits is a lot. That's a lot, and it only goes up from there. So and then with Outpost even.
Yes.
It requires both currencies from the Outpost ARC, the retaliation plunder and the medals. So I mean, we're getting a little too free with that. I think they need to dial that back and just do laurels and command badges, because that loot is introduced in each loop to get the things from the store.
Yes.
Not necessarily to increase the officers.
Yeah, absolutely agree. Sugar, Relentless. Go ahead, buddy. Relentless.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Yeah.
All right, so getting onto that, like, no coding doesn't need any extra.
Yes.
Right? So they say that this guy is an economy guy, and he's really interested in balancing the economies.
Yes.
I'd like to get back on track to where we were looking at mats and resources coming out of BPs and events. Get back on track to where we were before the last BP, not the current one, because the last one was where it took a hard dip. Let's get back on track to the kind of inflation that we've seen over the last several years, where month to month, year to year, we get a steady increase in what's happening instead of normal big dip. And then now we're kind of hovering back at normal if we add up all the passes, including the mythic.
Yeah.
Getting back to a point where we're getting at least what we got the month before, if not a little bit more, in the battle pass by itself, because just visually, that's an easy one that we have plenty of people that go up, do that math, put up the chart, and it's, hey, we're short this month, we're short here, we got a little more. Just get that back on track to where we were normally, because for me especially, I'm an economy guy. That's where I put most of my, call it investment in the game.
Yeah.
And if I'm going to be buying into a loop and getting parts packs to get a ship so I can use the refinery to pay back what's been taken away from the previous month, that doesn't feel good. And that's a zero coding option where it's just, hey, look, this is where your economy normally goes. This is how it usually works. Let's get back to that track where we get a steady, even if it's a minuscule, just month to month increase in what we're looking at versus last month we went down, and that was bad.
I absolutely agree, but I want something that impacts the game today, not something that will get changed in the future. I get that future one. I want a today change. For example, Apostas just came up with a world-class one. I have a very tiny one. Show OPC cargo as a reward box like for hostiles. Brilliant. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Simple. Give us a reward box of it. That'd be amazing. Impacts the game today. The other thing that I will tell you guys that impacts the game is something that's been suggested as well in the private server. How about a very simple... Now, I know they can do this. And the reason I know they can do this is because I can use it in Cadet and all that sort of stuff. Is that admirals and commodores able to send one single message to all their alliance teammates at one go, right? So what they do is one message to all the members at once, or you can tick them off saying, these are the 6 members in territory. Incursions is starting in 24 hours. Get the F out of here because it's taking you time. That is something I can tell you why they have the coding for it, because they've got the bot that does the admin, right? So either make it an announce in the Alliance chat as well as a PM to players. That would be amazing. So you have your own bot. You can even name it if you want to spend money and name it and whatever, but that requires too much coding. Just literally say the words, I would like to send all the Commodores and Alliance teammates says, oh my God, boom. And then instead of us going to this, which is really annoying, just to get the announcements here, right? So we get the announcements here. My flat, you can see how much I put effort into these all the time, right? Alliance here. Not everyone looks here. I want one inside the chat where it appears and we go for it. Allow everyone to see if everyone's online. Don't hide behind Commodores. Sure, yes. Again, simple change, but I want something that impacts your daily life straight away. Yeah, exactly. So as Riskbreaker and as Retro Fury says, let everyone in the Alliance see who's online, right? That would be amazing. That would be great. Simple changes. The admin bot's only posting in game chat. It is Chronox, but you can take the code, you can move it to the right, you can paste it in Alliance chat, and you could give that bot to the Admiral. He can click on it, press a button, say, here's an announcement coming through. What would be even more clever, which I don't think they can push that level to, is it sends a notification in-game for everyone in your Alliance, like how an Armada does, right? Using the Armada notification. Announcement. Get the hell out of territory. Incursions beginning in 12 hours. Like everything. Oh, and Martok has now pointed to my next suggestion, which I think is great. Get the admin to put messages in Alliance chat, as well as game chat, as well as a PM to everyone. So DM everybody, put it in GC, and put it in AC. The game's undergoing maintenance. I know it's annoying, but I'd rather have it so no one can say, oh, I didn't know there was maintenance today. Really? You got 17 notifications about it. Do you know what I mean? Like, that would be amazing, because people could do that.
I've got a better one.
Yeah, go on.
I'll raise you, Nigel.
Go on.
Be able to select certain members, a la an incursion.
Yes.
Let's say you've got 100-person in a 100-person alliance, and you've got 12 of them in TC. Be able to send a message to those 12 individuals and say, GTFO, incursion is starting soon.
Yeah, exactly. No, that's one of the things. Yeah, I absolutely agree with you. I said it earlier in there. But also, Lum, able to allow people to turn notifications on and off for certain things as well. So you've got a choice. There you go. Acorum Dennis says, I wish Commodores could post on the Alliance announcement board. Also, that would be a nice little improvement. Kem should be able to use an analysis board. Monocle I think I'll forever be disappointed that Star Trek game doesn't have a universal translator. Slight coding, but yes, I agree with you. Like what Relentless came up with a suggestion, which is superb. All superb, something for the future. But today, right now, if the SVP is standing right in front of you, you go, sir, Forbidden Tech needs to go up to 60 today. Let Admirals and Commodores be able to send a message to everybody today. Can you get the hostile counter on the screen with the godforsaken bog standard point today? And that's important. Symbol for the housing systems, just added in today. You already know where the housing systems are. Search, filter, press button, add. Also, don't even make it pretty. Like, I'll draw you a stick house, right? With my pencil, chuck that in. Don't worry about the prettiness. Just give it that. And that is really important. That would be amazing to read on it as well. But would have solved by just setting an option to message as an announcement, which gives it a different color or something. Yes, Chronox, another great suggestion. Every paid feature that is over a year old needs free-to-play sourcing. Agreed, but that's for the future, Martok. But today's change, another one that was suggested by Monocle, is return the Officer Depot tokens to choice. Do it today. Just do it today. The currency's the same. Nothing's the same. This is absolutely straightforward and simple. You can change today. So all we suggested is 5 things. Already, all of you are excited. Straight away. You're like, yeah, you give me those 5 things, my life improves dramatically in the game. Those 5 things straight away. Do you know what would be even more amazing than to do that? This is a simple change, which it's a coding mechanism that they can use. For every single event, the rewards, there needs to be a tiebreaker. So they need to figure out the tiebreaker situation, because that's really annoying when someone ties with you and beats you to a reward. If you're tied, you all get the best reward, right? That should be amazing. For every single event, we want the first place to get the top reward. 2 to 5 get the second reward. 6 to 10 get the third reward. 10 to 25 get the fourth reward. And then 25 to 50 get the fifth reward. That way, You have flooded the system with a little bit more economy that's a bit better. So people who can never finish top 5 are suddenly getting the 5th. People who never finish in top 2 can also get the 2 to 5. They've got a better chance now. And then number 1 gets number 1, right? Little changes you can do today. Live ops can just be like coding, adjust, boom, done, right? Nice and simple. The JK UK say is the bulk claim that was hidden by being minimized in gifts, etc. The 7-day login feature. Yes, it is. So that 7-day login feature needs to change, right? No ifs, no buts, no rubbish, no anything behind it. Change it. If you want to get a win today, take it off. Be brave. Trust that your game will get people back. Don't put something behind it. Trust in your team that you can provide a game we can all play. See what I did there? I reversed it. I wasn't negative. I said, if you believe in your coding, if you believe in your team, if you believe in yourselves, take it off. We'll come in every day. Take it off. That's a brave move. Do it today. That would be a huge change. You do those things. Now we got to 6 things, right? 6 things, 7 things, including the award winner. We haven't even reached 10 yet, and already the game has improved dramatically. We all in agreement that the forbidden tech, Commodore's count, hostile counter, symbols for housing systems, and, we all agree that the Officer Depot token should come back to what it is with a bit of choice. All you got to do is press the old button, bring it back. You don't even have to add officers in it. Just leave it in there. Then you can do that. Riskbreakers change at least one back. Vengeance is my day to be in the weekend. Now, Riskbreaker, let me tell you why we are going to win on this massively. The change back to Vengeance is mine. They have died on the sword of that the Paragon event is what they're really, really going to live on, right? Cool. So, right, in my game, carry to the Paragon event, right? Do that and see what it is, right? Let me see if the Paragon event's still here. No, it's not. Okay, so the Paragon event. Now that there's no Vengeance is mine, I bet the spend has gone down to a level that you've never seen before. Let the maths beat them at their own game, Riskbreaker. I think this is a good thing, what's happening. Sure, don't put Vengeance Mine. We'll spend on Vengeance Mine during the week, because it's more beneficial for me to get more parts for the Vengeance. I love the fact that they've ended Vengeance Mine with loads of additions, loads of bits and bobs, and all that sort of stuff. Now, change number 7 that we'd love to see is in incursions, open PvP banding, just to allow people to just go enjoy themselves. All right? So that there is no rogues at the bottom and the top, and allow people to do that. That's a nice little suggestion there by Littleton, but this is something for the future. Still no change for today. Do you know what would be great for change to today? You go to the 7-day, and you go to the 30-day chess right here. So I go to the 7-day and 30-day chess. Update them. Do it now. Do it now. You can do it now. 7-day chess needs a huge update, right? Where is my Sigma Trit? Where is my Sigma Par Steel? Update that today. Update it for everyone. Give everyone a 20% boost for the 7-day. Thank you and that is your login life, right? People have got 7-day token. They can claim that. And then your 30-day, do the exact same in, right? The 30-day one, you go to it, and I want that updated as well, right? And that is important to sort of figure out. And don't put it under a cooldown. And those, right, you do those changes. Now, for the spenders, what you do is you take multi-phasic credit amounts today, and you just give them an oomph and a half. Give people a 50% boost in everything, and you watch people buy packs like it's nothing. Give them all. Everyone will be happy. You'll have loads of people upgraded. 50%, 20%, whatever you want to give me. Just boost them so that it makes it more interesting. Now we got to 8 changes that are very valuable in the game. Here is something that a lot of people don't realize, right? So let me go into the syndicate pulse, right? So I go into my syndicate, right? I'm a syndicate 60. Look at the bonuses that you get for repair cost efficiency, for example. Look at 61 to 70, and look at 71 to 80. They're exactly the same. Again, major update in the game. That should be 800%, right? Or whatever, 500%. You make that change here. You make other changes, in here, 450, 450. You make other changes in here, 500, 500. You just change and give them a little bit more. Everyone will be upgrading. Super configuration change, super things that you got to do. I'm sorry to disappoint you. I'm only on 60 because I refuse to spend in that one. But that gives you a bonus, right? And the same thing with the rewards. G622, G722. Why can't we have more? Simple change. How amazing would those changes do? You do that. So that's our list currently to change with that. Now, for future, of course, the Ferengi store, my God, that needs an update. That thing, let's click on the Ferengi store. I mean, what is going on here? I mean, I haven't spent any of it because I can't be bothered, but I'm like, come on, just give me something I can use. Just anything in here, ship pots. Even for the mid-ops, this needs to be really useful. So they can get warp cores and they can get more things that are more useful to them than this. Epic. Officers, that's all. Exactly. There's nothing here. Guys, we reached the Vindicator. Where's the Dauntless? The Dauntless been a while. Where's the, more than just relativity? You need to go up to the next level. Where's the Excelsior parts? People will then chase these things. And that's amazing. And then one of the biggest changes that we would like to happen that you could do today and say thank you to everyone that did it. You click on Refinery. I know where I'm going to go with this. I click on Outposts. And we go to this. The FC slot. That should not be 1 million. That should be 100,000. Go in there. Change it today. Watch everyone do that. And that would then suddenly mean that they're doing that. They've now decided that the $400 that they wanted for it that you could buy and you could do that is something that you don't need to do, right? So that is really important. Those are the changes that I think you do those today. Okay, 100K is kind of low. Basically, it not need a Reese Breaker. Just give me a number, but it doesn't need to be 1 million. It needs to be 250,000, right? Anything generally within that range. For me, the crappy rewards have been a lifestyle improvement. They have removed the FOMO for now. Exactly. Crazy. They have increased the monetization because of revenue. I know, but you do that today, I bet you buy more packs. You do that today, more players will play. You do that today, those are the changes. Amazing. Do you know now why the suggestions I'm telling you, the minimal coding? So that if someone like MGA Hat gets an opportunity to meet them, that's a little change you can do. And that's a little change that makes everyone happy. Sorry, I missed the Discord ones with that one. So G7 rare for the 7-day chest for 73 plus exactly is really important. Let me transition across and let's talk about some of the stuff that's in the chat. This is your chance to add to it now. Put says on FTs, myself and Jules, actually our first ever collaboration. Oh my God, it took you 7 years. It's almost like it took Ghost Pepper that long to get to 47. We tried to reverse engineer the formula maths function for tier up and level ups. It was nearly impossible. We had to assume some stuff. We were also told the type of function it used. Those family of functions can't, by definition, get to 100%. By that, I mean the best you can start with for the last level up would be 0%. Possibly it could become negative. So actually, the fix for the FTs is simply remove the minimum chance you need to have the actually attempt it and move it to above 5%, which is great. Yeah, so Potts, I said this as well. I said 5, 10%, whatever, which would be amazing. Yeah, Sigma Tricks is looking low, Brian Racer, because I play the game day by day, paycheck by paycheck, I call it. So every day I spend what I need. I swear I pointed out here before about that. Sorry if I missed people out. Okay, Beach Will, jump in. You're a minute ago. Yeah, go ahead, Beach Will.
I just wanted to say real quick, you mentioned something about monetization.
Yeah,
I don't remember.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead and read that back real quick because I couldn't find it.
Yeah. It was on Twitch. Crazy said they increased monetization because revenue was down. If they would have simply fixed the broken things, people would spend. People will not continue to spend on a broken game. Basically, that's what
okay. I don't think you read the whole thing, and yes, that's exactly correct. That's all I wanted to point out is that's why I fixed the game and people will spend.
Yeah, exactly. So other than fix the game, those 8 things that we've mentioned would be amazing to add in the game to make a huge difference to it. So, Putz, you're absolutely spot on. Just raise the limit above a thing, and then people will do it. Yeah, I know, McShiz, you pointed that out before, but I'm telling you, it's on a list now. It's on a list. That's the most important thing. Just remembered AT source of premium dust. Yeah, that's gone until it comes back. So that's another one. These little things that don't require any major coding today would be a huge advantage to everybody else. Yendis, I haven't given you a chance. Go ahead, Yendis. Yes, you made the list. Yendis,
and when you get to the end of an event and you've got the top reward,
yes,
why can't it change colors so you know you've completed it?
Okay, yeah.
How hard would that be? That's easy, right?
Yeah, they've done it on a couple of things where I've seen it appear, and I don't know why. But yeah, that could be a nice UI. It's a cute little upgrade that improves the game in a certain way.
Quality of life, you said.
Yeah, quality of life.
And the other one I have is, why don't they make the Orion transportation part a Sigma upgrade on it?
Yeah. It's add Sigma everywhere. Adding things everywhere they should be doing. And that is something that I completely agree with you. That's also future-proofing stuff. Right now...
Yeah, you could transfer the cart to your big ships.
Yeah. Which is, a great idea. But for me, what I'm trying to do is if I stood next to a person today and he says, I've got 1 week to do things that I can change today without any coding, I'd point him to those 8 things and the whole game would improve dramatically that minute. Other than, obviously, they've got to fix the lag and the broken and all the stuff in the background and all that sort of stuff. And then the other one, which Sniper brings up, if Alliance Tournament is going to take a while to come back, open the store and give players a weekly currency and Emerald Chain Points until they improve in the AT event is back permanently. Yeah, absolutely agree. Do you know what else would be a great change they do today? And a culture change that would shock the world. Are you ready for this one? The moment something breaks, a comp begins until they fix it. End of conversation. And the comp every month gets bigger and bigger and bigger until it gets fixed. So I'm giving you a month to fix it. Could be something really simple. A culture changed, which is very, very important to sort of realize. That would be a culture change. That is my number 9. So we got 9 things. None of them sound insane. All doable. Darksmith says 5-star Q trials released so our assessment rank can go up and raise the percentage of chance of upgrade. So Darksmith, the suggestion was just give us the 60. Or, as Putz suggested, increase the percentage to above 5% so we can just max it to 60. Right? Don't give us the 5-star Q trials. Don't add new content. We're good. There are fixes. Now, obviously, we have a fixes list, which is like the MU jump fix. But Free Swag, I only come to watch your content to watch you trying to MU jump. That's my favorite thing to watch you do, Free Swag. So are you taking away my fun by that not happening? That's literally I go to Free Swags just to see that he wasn't there. Wasn't that point of changing emergency ration? Yeah, exactly. Brian Racer, they should start off, hey, guys, we're going to give you 100 a day till we fix this. That's our currency, and that's our payment for us, right? And that would be amazing. Dang, Nigel, you're going to cause Economy Magic to have... No. Well, the thing is, Monocle, none of the things I've suggested, they're giving people much of anything. All I've suggested is the FT, as promised, goes to 60. The housing stations you can see. The Alliance you can talk to. Wait, fix Alliance chat, by the way. APAC is struggling with Alliance chat, so if anyone's listening, APAC is still struggling with Alliance chat. Please fix it. And little things like that... Change the culture towards us. You watch everyone celebrate. Hostile counter, super easy. KJ's coming on. Oh my God, this suggestion is going to be amazing. KJ, I'm so excited.
No, this is not going to be amazing.
Oh.
I'm sorry, I'm going to be a Debbie Downer.
Yes.
Sorry. So this is a thing that happens very frequently.
Yes.
And so emergency field rations, right? So I'll just touch on that for 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Yes, emergency field rations were supposed to be the general currency for compensation chests.
Yes.
What did the community do? they started using emergency field rations for compensation chests, and the community exploded that they didn't get the lost rewards in the compensation chest. They didn't get the potential lost time. They didn't get.
Yeah.
Scopely cannot win.
No, of course they can't. No. Yeah, no.
Right? So, yes, emergency field rations were supposed to be what they used. They started using it, the community got upset. Sure, we would like more, right? But I think that part of the thing that, and what's funny is people keep saying, fix the game and people will spend. People are spending.
Yes. Yeah. KJ?
Like, people are still spending.
Yeah, agreed. No, people are spending, and KJ, but like all the suggestions I've just suggested today, barring obviously the comp culture change, right? It would be amazing for them to be able to go to people, hey guys, from today, you'll get 500, right? Until this is fixed. That's it. Standard chest. 500 every 24 hours until this is fixed. It's in their interest that they do it, like they claim it. I know that the community are discussing it one way, and I absolutely agree because they get to that stage. But I agree with you, KJ. But all the other suggestions would improve the game dramatically at this moment and make your life better right at this moment, which I think is amazing. Beached Whale, jump on with your comments here.
Quick rebuttal to KJ.
Yeah.
Sure, KJ, people are still spending, but I can just tell you my co-admiral and I are not spending $9,500 a month between the two of us. So when you have Evo not spending, Darth not spending, and lots of people like me and my co-admiral not spending, their revenue's way down because the game is broken. People aren't making up for what they're losing.
Sure. But then other servers open up and there's already max ops people on those servers. You guys aren't the end all be all to Scopely's revenue.
They have opened 4 servers in the last fucking year, so don't tell me that they've. Excuse my French. Sorry.
Never mind. Okay, you guys have a great night. I'll see you later.
No.
Sorry, that was my bad. That was my bad.
No, and KJ's just gone off the stage. That is not acceptable, and not to do.
That was my apology.
No,
but
yeah, but at the end of the day, I understand these things happen. So can we talk about now who's defending Scopely? No, Little Tim, no one's defending Scopely. I'm just saying that what I would like to do is, which probably MJ Hat's going to get the opportunity to do, is to be able to put a list of 8 things right now that you can change right now in the game, today, simple change, and everyone will celebrate. I'm sure MJ's got them. I've got them as a list anyway if he needs them, and I can paste it to him. That's no problem at all. And what is amazing about this was watching how I described to you all how you bring the game to a place whereby we do changes today and not... The future stuff is amazing, but to change the game today... Yeah, which sorry, General Hoke. Beach Will does apologize, not sticking around when hate spews. I do apologize. Please don't punish me for something that someone else done. I'm just asking you kindly. Don't punish me, General Hoke. So
I apologized. And what hate spewing? I wasn't spewing hate.
No, just don't. No more, please. General Hoke, I need you to write another message, just so people are aware of that one. Free Swag. No one should be discussing revenue without revenues numbers, and will not release us. So let's stay in our lane. Apology.
So Nigel, can I jump on your list just here for a second?
Sure.
And one of the things that I want, whoever's listening or whoever's going to get this list, right? That list affects or can affect every player in the game today.
Yes.
Whether you spend 10 grand a month or you spend nothing, whether you spend 10 hours a day playing or you spend 10 minutes, every single thing that's on that list will affect whatever it is, 200,000 or whatever players you have, right? And that's the kind of thing, right? Those things that we're asking for are massive, big impact to your community and not just a subset, right? Those are things that can make it so much more enjoyable. And again, as what's been put out there in the chat, right? Players that are going to spend, they're going to spend anyways. If you're looking for getting more spend out of that, people who are not necessarily spending as much as they used to, they're going to, because now you're starting to listen to them. They're seeing improvements on the game, and the game is going to now be, fun or enjoyable or whatever it is, right?
Yeah.
A lot of folks that have slowed their spending aren't necessarily doing it because the content is bad. It's because they can't even get into the game. And it's one of those where, why am I going to invest money or put money into something that doesn't necessarily work? Right? Like, that's the biggest thing. And I think that's the part. We understand that the tech piece is going to take a little bit of time, but everything that we have asked for or that you're asking for on that list doesn't require that much effort to do.
Yeah, exactly. And the main aim of this list is to give them a list which we know make the minimal stuff for them, but also allow for the most amount of stuff to sort of happen and do so. And it's important for me to sort of put together that that list in that it is as simple as humanly possible to make the most impact in the game today. Of course, we all have ideas on how we want to improve the future. There's so many things which we want to by adding stuff in the future, that's really important and really, really, really cool. Yeah, of course, those ideas are superb. But right now, if we were to tell, hey, Mr. SVP, this is your opportunity. It's very important for people to realize that today you do these 8 things will help every single player in the game today. Simon Says, you jumped on stage. What would you like to say?
Yeah, I was going to kind of to touch on KJ's point about
Yes.
the emergency field missions.
Yes.
Yes, people were very upset.
Yes.
Because they didn't do things. But part of that reason was because it wasn't done in a timely fashion. Because the fight, it seemed, and maybe I'm wrong, but it seemed like there was a fight about, well, how much is this worth?
Yes.
And they were always trying to penny pinch.
Yeah.
So the idea with the revamped field rations they have done would be, like you said, hey, we're sorry this is happening. Here's a compensation. Then once it's all fixed, hey, this is an apology.
Yeah.
But here is how we make you whole.
Yes.
And that's that. So there is a difference, and you don't always have to be negative about things.
Yeah.
And yeah, there was some pushback on the way field rations were done previously. But we're talking about what do they have in game that we could do right now, or that Scopely could do, that would make people feel good about the game. That would make people feel good. Scopely wants them to.
Yeah.
That's all I was going to say.
Yeah, exactly. No, I absolutely agree with that one. And I think starting a clock as well makes people feel like they're under pressure for the stuff. Okay. Nigel's a safe face, eh? Okay. Okay. I think you guys have found my edge on this, sadly. So what we're going to do, because Ascendancy, I don't like reading that, you know. So that is not the way that it should be happening. Just so people are aware, I want to get this list, but it sounds like I don't have the support to get this list. So what I'll do is we'll get MJ Hat on. MJ Hat, if you can just take this on, and then people make sure to go to MJ Hat's stream, and he will deal with this from now on. I will decide whether I'm going to stream after today. So we'll just leave it as that, because this is the problem. People have just taken a safe space that I've created and now made it too far. So while that's happening, the 8 things just you're aware of, MJ Hat, so you can continue the show, are as follows. So it's very important, and I will copy and paste them. Forbidden Tech to go with level 55 to 60, because I think that's important. Let the Commodores and Admirals be able to send a personal message to all members at once. Ideally, you can select some members so you can make it easier. Hostile counter on the screen next to resources. Symbol for the housing systems, so like they do for Armadas, mining, and hostiles. Return the Officer Depot token, which would be amazing to a choice. Do it today. Make that happen. Also, make the awards winnable in easy way. Improve the syndicate as suggested by McShiz multiple times throughout the years and everybody else. Make the 7 and 30-day loyalty chests improve dramatically today. And then watch everyone doing it with that. Please, and that is really important for people to realize that those are little things that make huge things different in the
Nigel,
game. Yes, go ahead.
And one thing I can, and obviously this is going to be more for MJ or whoever is when they have the discussion with whoever, right? Whether that's the devs, whether that's the SVP or whoever, right?
Mm-hmm.
One of the things, and I think that a lot of these folks have pride in their work, but just in my experience, and when we have customers come back and ask us, the biggest thing is to express what the pain points are for us, right? Not necessarily tell them how they need to go and fix it, but what we are experiencing, why it needs to be fixed, and then letting them come up with a good way to do it, right? We can give examples on a lot of that stuff, and if we have the easy wins, those are great. But I do think in some instances, what comes across is, well, if you can't do it the way I want you to do it, then they're not going to be able to, so they'll just turn it down, right? So I think sometimes it's like, hey, look, we need a hostile counter. I don't care if you put it in the bottom left, top right, in there, blinking, flashing, whatever it is. Here's why this is important to us, right? And I think that while it may be semantics or just the approach, I think those things go a long ways. And sometimes they're going to spark creativity on their end for doing that, right? And so when we start talking about time, as far as doing it, hey, this is why we need it. And then let them come up with the ideas, right? That's important. And Nigel, right? If we sat there and said, hey, Nigel, this is what you should be doing on Twitch, versus, hey, Nigel, I can't hear anybody. Can we do something? Instead of, hey, man, I need you to turn it up 10% or 5% or whatever it is. And you're like, dude, just let me do my thing, right? Like that's the approach. And I think the same thing applies to the developers, the designers, whoever it is. We express the frustrations that we have with it and let them, who are supposedly, right, and probably are the experts at doing that, come up with the way that they understand their system, how it's going to work, how they're coding, what language, whatever it is, and be able to work within what they have.
Yeah, exactly. And the key thing is, because I've seen how they're like behind the scenes with specific changes and stuff, like live ops can do so much. Do you know what I mean? Like I think changing the reward system to the tiebreaker's got to go, Crisito. I've lost so many by someone last minute equaling my number, and I've dropped down to 10th. While 8 people have got the same thing. That is like to do so. We are losing people. Yendis, you're just making it worse. Sorry, buddy. And this is just turned. Nigel, don't let. Yeah, but the problem is people are leaving. So unless people stay on the stage, unless people continue, I'm not gonna. I'm just. I've gone past it now. I'm a human being. I can only. I sit here and I listen to people and I do my absolute best. There was one major error that happened, right, and we managed to solve it. So let's not take it any further than that. Kelrick, you didn't miss much. I was just going to write a list. We were coming up with the suggestions, and they were reaching a good stage. One suggestion that I'm going to throw out there that I think can be done today, improve the Sigma FC sort of amount that you get per day. You see that number that you get, the 40 per K? Let's move it up to 80. Let's give people a chance to improve FC Cisco. That would be really amazing, and that will be really great, and everyone will do that. And then that will be a superb thing. Do you know one thing they fixed in the game, which I knew was in the game, and they haven't done it? This is something for everyone to be wary of. Did you realize they have correctly reset the Maverick tasks to exactly the right number, and it's now weekly at the right time? I'm hoping that when I switch to this game, that Maverick task is fixed, because this will be the most embarrassing thing I've ever done in my life. Here we go. So here we go. The Maverick tasks, ladies and gentlemen, have been fixed. I was promised. I'm about to press it. The Maverick tasks have... That looks right. Is that right?
No. You're talking for the task key, right? Or are you talking for...
So this, for the 4-day... Because they reset 3 hours early, usually.
Oh, right.
Yeah, which is really weird.
It's only been like 1 or 2 tasks resetting early, and the rest are at the normal time. Or did that get broken worse than what it was?
No, it's now back to normal. Here we go. The research task is there, and then the key. If you look at the key, where's the key?
Now that one hasn't been done, Nigel. So I
No.
just went to look real quick. So I claimed my key, or I upgraded, right, with like a day. So right now I have to wait an additional 24 hours in order to claim my keys. From what's there. And I think that's the one where they need to line that up, right? Is regardless of when you do it, it should just always be at the reset of the tasks themselves.
Yeah, and also great news, Crisito. Mara Dalen has got a new hat. Just in case you were worried about no update to the hat situation. She has a golden, I mean, I don't even know what that is. Is that what Ian Wright wears? What is that? What is that even? Is that a thing? Didn't she have one? No.
I thought it was a bowl.
Oh. I thought it was a mask that she's going to pull over her face like this. And I think that would be amazing. Which is instant quality of life update. Sync daily events back to main reset time. I know. Lum has made a great suggestion. This annoys. Why doesn't Lat Rush reset at the same time and everything else? For the love of God, just take the hour off. It's fine. Like, none of us are going to go, oh my God, I lost an hour in Lat Rush. It'd be amazing. Need the ability to spin her to get the full effect of the new hat. Yes, agreed. Quality of life upgrade. Could we just have pulls at reset, the appropriate event reset time would eliminate this issue? I agree. I believe it's referred to as a fashion mistake. Absolutely correct. I agree that brain transmite metal is over. That is really important to sort of figure out. And that's important to sort of deal with in every way. And that is something that is unique to in amazing ways to sort of do it so. So that is something that's really important to get updated in the game. What is this? What do I have to prep? Oh dear God. Have we got to do more of this? What is this? Oh, it's only hostiles. Okay, great. Vanali Raw. Okay, I can do that. That freaked me out. Matt Flat, I'm on it. Matt Flat, you don't have to tell me off. I'm here. Well, I'm still doing it in that way. Matt Flat is one of my Commodores. He's also in this chat, and he always tells me off for not doing anything correctly, and then I tell him for doing any Armadas. Okay, Retro Fury, any word on Alliance tournaments coming back, or should I stop hoarding? Hoarding, yes. I believe that they are working on some changes. I don't know when it'll be back, so it's like throwing a dice up in the air and hoping for the best. It could be anything within the next few weeks, maybe, but it could be, depending how many changes they want to make, it could be anything that could be maybe a month behind. So I think it's very important to do so, but it's great. So any last things? I want to get to 10 things. We've only got to 8, and we're already making improvements that are there before I throw the next thing into the chat, which I think would be very useful to add in. Do you know what we should do?
Nigel, one last one, Nigel, right?
Yeah,
and they set a precedent, and it worked out well, right? The community was actually okay with it.
Yes.
I think that what they did with arenas,
yes,
when they had to take the feature down, where they ended up just saying, okay, you know what? In this case, we're going to recognize that you weren't able to get whatever it was that you needed, right? The loot or whatever.
Yeah, 1,200 or whatever it was.
Whatever, right,
yeah.
And I think that's the model when folks start talking about it, right? Like, we love the comp chats because that's the hey, we messed up and here's some extra goodies. I think the one big piece, and I'm not sure how they're going to solve it.
Yeah.
But the one big thing is the idea of what making someone whole looks like, right? Because there are situations, especially when you got events, and I'm not talking leaderboards because leaderboards is a whole nother ballgame, right? But if folks aren't able to do an SMS because something is broken,
yes,
great. Let us just complete it, right? If it's an SMS, complete it, because the SMSs are designed for the most part for everybody to be able to go ahead and have a chance at get them done.
Yeah,
I'm not saying go and give everybody leaderboard rewards, but if there's something going on where you can't complete the SMS, boom, just complete it.
Yeah.
And I think players then will be okay with that piece.
Yeah, 100%.
Right? That's the Yeah.
Yeah, and also I love that. And one of the things that being suggested, that mission, by the way, which is the 5 hostiles that goes to 61 hostiles, which so you have to hit 61 rather than 5, is being looked at and hopefully will be changed. They are doing quite a lot of the behind the scenes stuff, which would be amazing. Smaller side, yeah, let's keep that fun. On Lum says daylight savings time is an excuse. All the events stay at noon except those few that don't want to change. Exactly, absolutely agree. Little changes, stuff like that. I'm about to throw a big one at you. You know what's really funny? When no one suggests the ones that I think are pretty good, then you suggest them and someone goes, oh my God, this is absolutely insane. So, you know, the Gilded Shackle, the Little Ship Model, the Borg Neuro Processor, the Ensign Lynch Com Badge, artifacts. Those are in the Alliance Tournament store. I think they should just give us some sourcing on them, chuck them anywhere they like. The transition would not be the place, but that would be something you can add today. Just give us a daily claim of 1 shard each, or chuck them in any of the things that you can add in the game, and that would be really... the mission's changed already, Raider. Thank you very much. So the mission's changed. Sorry. Yeah, so it's 5 hostiles, Raider. Is that right now? Back down to 5, hopefully. That'd be amazing. And then... do you know what they could actually do today? Projectiles. Provide those projectiles free-to-play sourcing they could do today and provide things like that. Here comes the quality of life increase, right? Ready for this? Ready for this. I can't wait to change this around. So you go transition, right? So you can see me on screen. What is the most annoying thing about this? You click on Alliance. You click on Contribute. You click on Add. And look at this. Why is it 50? Increase that to 500 and watch everybody improve dramatically. Super change today. Do it today. Yeah, a community mod is not an official thing in the game, Chronox. Ow, Mufasa, take your Mega Cube and shove it 50,000. King Gaza said, well, I think it still works. I know the mod works, but as you can see, I don't use the mod. I'm a very good boy. I don't do bad things. Very, very bad. One turn in. Yeah, exactly. Wicked's like, son of a... Yeah, exactly. Mod works great. I know. But little things like this for the people that don't have the mod or don't know the mod and everything like that. Mod is not too bad. I don't use mods. Yeah, exactly. I don't use mods.
And you know one thing for that, right? So with this is where I kind of get careful about like telling how to do it, right? Because this for me, this is perfect, right? Because most things are contribute 50 things, right? So for me, this is perfect. I just see it, I click it there.
Yes.
And so it could be a simple thing, right? An example would be set the default to 50, and then you can go ahead and toggle on the right-hand side there to just max limit. And now, boom, you get a little bit of both, right? You get the, hey, here's the default so that somebody that just wants to come in, finish that that daily task by, contributing 50 things, you're out of there, or finishing those alliance ones. Great, leave it at 50 so you're not having to try to, get the slider on 50 or not 50, and then let somebody just toggle it on, and then they can just do a max period, right? Like that's how those kind of things where you work for both people or both ideas instead of just let me do max, because I love the idea of what the mod does.
Yes.
But then sometimes when I'm trying to just get to 50 and using that slider, it's a pain in the rear, right? So again, there's both sides to that.
Yeah, exactly. Mad Hatter says it should be 70 minimum, as most G6 is 70 for the SMS. Yes, exactly. It's just little tweaks. They're not big tweaks. We're not asking for huge changes, Crisito. The thing that I hope they get out of this discussion is like, wow, so we just do these 9 things and that's it. And that gets it in there. We should all wait to do this all. Brian Ray says, should we all wait to do all this new Ascension research? Yeah, you should wait. And I'll tell you why, Brian Racer, because ticket people like us would need it for the Domination event, which requires power boost. So I would wait. So I'd use it every weekend and then upgrade your research that way for the Ascension for G7.
Yeah, and I'm doing mine. I'm doing mine for my daily research because I can't do it. So I'm going to leave all of those ones, right? Like the buildings and the generators that we let nobody touch so you could get your building upgrade.
Yes.
That's what I'm going to do with this research from now on.
Yeah, exactly, which is great. 100 is a happy medium, says Benny Hills Gross. Absolutely agree. The arena schedule is still limited. Update the arena event to run Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or maybe Tuesday, Friday, Sunday. So, 2 changes. based on time and based on Monocle's outstanding suggestion, are incursions is back to 24 hours and arenas is 24 hours. Just start with that. I'm not asking you to do major changes. I'm just saying arenas run the same time where you have staff anyway. Same as incursions. Increase it 24 hours. Just do that. Say, hey guys, we've listened to you all. These are the 10 things we decide to do today. These 10 things are really valuable, really important, and that'll be amazing. So you go Sigma FC resource improvement to 7 and 30 day HS improve, the forbidden tech from 55 to 60, and whatever inclination you want to do it. Whether you want to give me 5% so I've got to claim it, or whether you actually allow me to claim it and just do it, which would be amazing. Let me message all my Alliance teammates and fix the Alliance chat in APAC. Really important. Put a hostile counter on the screen. Just copy and paste the one in the treasury. Just literally copy and paste it at 2,500. Move it up to the top and then let it reset every single day. A reset. You have a clock that works really well. You can put it there. If you have to put it in the dailies, put it in the dailies. Fine. I would rather see it right in front of my eyes. I'm like, oh my God, I've only got 500 to go, which never happened ever in my life. Symbol for housing systems, massive quality of life improvement, super easy. Please don't spend time on the symbol. I don't want it to be cute. I honestly it could just be an X. I mean, Lum could draw it for you, and then it would just be like a really disheveled pear, which looks like a house. There we go. That'll do. Also, return the Officer Depot token to the choices. Get the multiphasics up. Fix the syndicate, and then give us the rewards in the reward token. Update the 7 to 30 day choice. And now I'm gonna throw some G7 stuff. Sorry, we're gonna have to be a little hello kitty symbol, or what's the one? Peppa Pig. I'll have a Peppa Pig single. Another one, increase the warp range of the Vindicator. Last fix fell short since there is more and more. Well, thank you very much, Murphy. See you in a bit. Are we getting less Ferengi currency this battle pass? Seems like we're getting less. Yeah, but Retro Fury, I think the Ferengi store just needs an oomph, which I think would make a huge difference to this, and I think would be very, very useful. It's just like it's just one of those things to be very, very aware of. Oh, Cookie, sorry, I didn't see you. Go ahead, Cookie. Sorry, I wasn't looking in Discord.
Agreed. I think the Ferengi store could probably stand with a reboot, but with incursions,
yes.
Now, a lot of people are talking about having them do it on a weekend. A lot of people don't tend to be around on the weekends. They're either out with their families or stuff. Maybe put it on a different day, like switch it back to Friday, or maybe not Friday to interfere with arenas, but maybe do it on like a Thursday or something.
Yeah.
So that the people who want to do incursions can actually participate.
Mm-hmm.
Now we also, along with that, we have our daytime players, we have our nighttime players.
Sure.
And with the 12-hour format that they're running right now, rather than if they opt to go back to 24 hours, cool. If not, why not run a second incursion the same day for the nighttime players if that's what they opt to do?
Yeah, no, which is fair enough. And there's some people that say they'd like the 12 hours, so we won't touch incursions too much. Lovely suggestions for later. But I think we'll just keep that for now. So we won't put that on the list because there's a few debates on that one. So we don't want to affect the player base. We want everyone to enjoy it. Jay Berg says they could make the symbol look like a trophy for the English Premier League that would let Blackburn roll. Oh my God. I mean, I was there 94-95 season when we won that league. BP rewards seem to have been split now, and they call it Elite in order to sell the Mythic track. The Mythic track is more confianza. Pirate ER did a fantastic table to show you the before and after. And if you calculate it across, if you go across, you actually get oddly more. But I understand about the days thing. We need to do a days mechanic where we split that through. I was there, Gandalf, yeah. Why not just start 1 p.m. to 1 a.m.? I think they, a nice little curveball for incursions just to make it a little bit more exciting for more people. Why not do a UK versus US incursions a couple of times?
That would be fun.
Yeah, exactly. A UK, US, sort of an EU and US incursions and an APAC. But APAC would be very hard to match the times because they're in the future by about 6 million miles. So they're way ahead. That would be so much fun. Little things like that you could do. Also, you know, they can look in the future and do different suggestions that I think are very, very good. But right now, we have a terrific list. Is everyone in agreement we have the list? I'm going to throw one last thing, and it's really small. And I'm going to go in the game. No, I'm not going to go in the game. I'm going to tell you what it is. Please increase the caps on some of the things. Fusion rods, why are they at 65 or 75? Also, increase the caps on things that you require. So you need 7 Borg Conqueror Armadas to do in a week, right? To do your task. And why can't you just increase it to 14? Same thing with dual waves. You want people to do dual waves now at tier 4 on the USS Athena. You get pretty much 1 wave a day. Why not allow us to do 1 wave a day in the USS Athena to make that work? There you go. And here's a message for housing STFC space. Just copy and paste as you say. Exactly. Cruzito's got a lovely image of just a circle. Really simple. Like, that would be amazing to do. Increase the caps. South Townside Football Club. Yeah, exactly. Borg Conqueror caps makes me rage every week. I know, Lum. Like, just move it to 10, right? Okay, don't give me 14. Give me 10. Just give me 10. And same with Wave Duos. Give me 10. Just cheeky. Do it today. Everyone's happy. You know, it all works out really well. And then that is something that you can achieve straight away. And that will be done today. So those are the changes we're requesting. Now, opening it up to anyone else. Anyone would like to come up with any further ideas, please throw them my way. But now you understand what I mean by the change has got to be something that affects the game dramatically today, that you can do today, that makes a difference for everyone's quality of life, makes their life really happy, and most importantly, like Cruzito said, it helps all the players, all of them, to sort of get themselves, you know, get advantage of that. And it doesn't just benefit a generation. And I think that is an important thing to figure out. I can see something in here. March Madness, that would be amazing. A 4-weekend incursion event tournament. Winners of each incursion move to the bracket, and the higher up you place, better rewards. Yeah, amazing suggestions. Those are great. Agree. Lift the caps with 50 to 100% so we can bulk play more. Put subspace relay building parts in the daily drip is very important by MRUF. Yeah, little things. Did we capture? We been able to max an FT. Yes, Benny Hills goes. My God, I brought it up so many times. It's hilarious. Yes, the Benny Hills goes. I just said all I want is either give me a chest that makes all the 55-60, or move it above 5% as Putz says, so we can all use it. And then that will work out really well. And that'll be, if you put it 3 times, they have to do it. Alum says. Well, we'll see.
Hey, Nigel.
Yes, go ahead.
What about War Room materials? We only see that once a month.
You see them in the Ferengi store as well, and in the Alliance Tournament store as well to upgrade the buildings.
Okay.
So yeah, it does have multiple sources. Sourcing is fine. I just want a today change, like a thing I can do today that makes a monster difference. And when I make people think like this, you go, do you know what? You do all those updates today, it's already a better game. We see them in a few different places, agreed. No update to the War Room rewards. War Room is as useful as a nun that likes to hit a pumpkin. Interesting. That's a bit weird. Sir Dans, what are you saying? Merida, oh man, tournament incursions would be so much fun. Yeah, exactly. You know, things like that would be really good things that we can add into the game. But those updates are really, really important to sort of add and sort of make things happen. I will, sorry guys, I have neglected a little bit of Discord. I've just been trying to keep an eye on trying to do the game at the same time. I don't usually like put the game up for this reason. Thanks, and that is really amazing. Roll room parts are in Incursion store as well. Yes, exactly. To be honest, I just want it to be reliable that when I press a recall button, I see my ship warp out. Yeah, other than the structural changes that we need to do today, I think it's very important with those structural changes. to happen in the background of all of this. Also being suggested that surges back to 2 days, so it's like a Sunday and Monday to allow us a couple of times, and then while they fix the technicalities of all these things behind the scene. The icon for War Room not being over the building kind of irritates me. Yeah, sure. Yeah, little UI change in Zanami is a great idea. Opening all the systems to be able to view them before warping would be help. Yes, but Lady Command, there's a tactical reason they want you to do that, and also it helps the game balance. So basically, it doesn't have to load all the systems. You get what I mean? So your device doesn't have to load all the systems ready to load. When you press view and the system is in fog mode, it means that you have to get in there to load the system, which will help alleviate the pressure on the game as well. Thank you, John Drell. My number 10 suggestion today, you just do this, Mr. Senior Vice President. You just go. Ladies and gentlemen, NX01 is now at 61. I'm just going to say it. You do that today, everyone's happy. And you know what? Doesn't affect you economically. Do you realize that none of the changes I've said affect them economically in any way possible? All the changes I've said are changes that improve everyone's daily gameplay. And we have 10 outstanding things. So you see how people were talking about 40 things. This is all the stuff we've got to fix. We here on STFC Briefings have narrowed it down to 10 things you can do tomorrow with minimal coding. So that it's just live ops, it's just some devs, you put a little bit of elbow grease in, you get yourself and you start waxing that car, making sure it's lovely and shiny, and that is so simple, right? We all had discussions, but when I narrowed it down really heavily, we now found 10 things that work really well. Simple things. Give me a couple of days on surges. Give me the housing systems to appear. Give me the hostile counter. Give me the FTs go 55 to 60. Give me, the bulk refines in different places. Give me the rewards to be scaled by changing the ops coding level. And boom, and everything that Jason Vienek and says all that, you got yourself. I came here for duck races. Oh, that's the other guy. It's the other guy. You now have been registered for non-existent duck race. Exactly, Lady Command. But see what I mean? See what we got to as a community right now. How cool was that? There was no stress other than the other things. There's just me telling you exactly why I think these will changes. We showed you the changes, and also I showed you some quality of life stuff. It's not in the freaking game. That is important. And that is really cool. So I hope people will get there. Now, if you have any more, my DMs are always open and I respond to everybody. And loads of people have messaged me and done that. Please bear with us. The show will have changes and stuff like that as we work our way through. Free the Ducks Ultra. Ascendancy, he said it's all due to you. He hates you winning. So that's the thing. I will do a slight adjustment and stuff like that. I will have to ensure that I... secure the Q&As and everything that I have promised. Just so everyone be aware, go to Expedition Point Discord, come and join. The Q&A for Cleveland Booker is open in the Q&A section. The Q&A for Paul Giamatti will be open today as well. And then the Q&A for Captain Chris, Chris Pine will be open today. So make sure you guys get in there and ask questions. Please keep the questions to specifics about acting. Babu Sise had some questions like, do you like pineapple on pizza? Which is a little bit like, let's not waste their time. Babu gave us 30 minutes, which is very kind of him. Some will give us 10 minutes, so we'll do that. I just want to make sure that I open this community to my world and give you a little bit of what I can bring to it. So any other suggestions you have, no matter how simple, we'll write that list. MJ Hat is looking like he might get an opportunity. If he does, amazing. Same thing with Quasel and everybody else like that. Hopefully, that's
that is the hope. We shall see, though. I don't want to give people false sentiment either.
Yeah.
Like the whole thing is I 100% am lobbying for it. It was confirmed that it could happen. Now it's just down to scheduling. So
yeah, superb. Well, I hope it does because it'd be very, very good. But we got to the list, and yeah, opportunity. Don't miss out on that. And one more thing. Yes, Floyd Davino, number 11, ban Netniv. But what are we banning him from, Floyd? I need more specifics. We need specifics here. And Mufasa says, "I hate Megacube." Well, dude, Mufasa, you don't need to say things like that. What's that all about? You hate Megacube. Hashtag Mufasa sucks for life. Okay, interesting. It's your own brand. I don't know what you're, trying to do that. If you do, you do. It'd be better for us if they don't lose out and not you. Exactly. Which is amazing. Lady Patu, I swear Mufasa wrote. That's clearly what it says on the screen. Very clearly for everyone to see. Ban Netniv from everything. No, not everything. We need to be specifics because everything could mean life, which we don't want to do that. He still needs to see his kids, so that'd be interesting. So we don't want to ban him from that. Hashtag ban the cube. Interesting. Great thing. Which would be amazing to do so. Anything else you guys would like to add? That was an absolutely superb discussion. And lo and behold. So I'll just bring it up once. You don't have to do it. If you wish to help out with, so there's virtual, what's it called? Velvet Thunder. Thank you so much for your donation. I'm very, very aware of that one. And that is really, really good that you've done that for Ambitious About Autism. So we're trying to raise 200 quid to help out an autistic actress to do that. She was one of the ones in the video that I did through the Ambitious by Autism charity to give her in the acting classes and give her the support on set, which means she has to come in with a facilities coordinator that helps people on set with that. So if you wish to donate, exclamation point tip, put it in there. It'll go to them. Regardless, I'm donating on behalf of this. They are making us a beautiful video. I can't wait to see it as a thank you for the incredible money we have raised for charity last month. And then we're getting ready for marbles. Just let me make sure everything's in place because I need to move the game out of the way. The game ruined everything. But hopefully it shows you guys I do actually play the game, which I think is quite funny. And now they see how much I play the game. And the fact I don't have that many sort of Latinum as people think I do. They think, oh my God, Nigel, you must spend loads. No. Absolutely not. I get my little freebies, which I tell people what it is, and do that here. So yes, if you wish to do that, Ambitious About Autism, they were absolutely amazing. It's really kind of them to do so. And let's transform to Mega Marbles, not the crap that Mufasa does. Mufasa's channel does do good marbles, by the way. Here we go. Let's kick us off.
I can't wait to lose.
You can't wait to lose. KJ is here. KJ, do we have anything? We don't have to.
We have $20 from Bandits Print Den to give away today.
Marvelous. BanditsPrintden.com.
And the code, the 15% discount code for this month is Ascension. Just like your G3 research tree.
Yeah. How do you spell Ascension? 2 C's, 2 S's?
I have no idea. It was in the chat.
Why?
I had to ask him, Jay had to spell it for me.
Wait, wait, let me check.
That's true.
How do you even, you asked him. I mean,
yeah.
Wow.
It is
So if it doesn't work, blame, if it doesn't work.
SION.
Just, is it spelled
If it doesn't work, blame KJ.
According to exactly. Mega Cube is 8 cubes. According to Mufasa, so it's still the Mega Cube is away. So this is a banditsprintden.com. I mean, you can use the discount code, but if you can't spell Ascension, Ascension AS.
Oh wait, hold on. Don't use the code yet because I told you guys it was 15% off, and it's actually in the system is 10, so stand by.
Oh.
Because I upped it for this month for you guys because I know everyone was concerned about the G3 research tree, so I just need to make sure that it was worth it for people.
Well,
okay, 15% off the entire order.
Yeah, but is Ascension spelled correctly? Is anyone able to confirm what I'm seeing on the screen is correct? Sorry,
Ascension is spelled correctly on screen.
Okay, interesting. This is going to be awkward. Yeah, exclamation point play. Let's go. Let's go. Comp chest. Yes. Ascendis, he's asking for a comp chest for the Ascension. Exclamation point play. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Don't miss out on it. Ascension. See, Sherlock Holmes, that's how I spell it. Ascension. Arigato. Ascension. Konnichiwa.
That's just wrong. That's just wrong, Nigel.
Arigato. Wara suru da. Kigyo himitsu da. So desu. さあ、どうやっておりますか? Arigato, MJ Hat. How are you today?
You know, you're making me wish I spoke, but all I speak is bad English and worse English.
What's shocking you is actually my Japanese accent's pretty good, right? That's freaking you out.
It is good. It is good.
So I did Street Fighter the game, as in like the film. And in Street Fighter the film, which you won't find my name, by the way, because it's under something else. Let me change this to Marbles. Street Fighter the film. And then what I did when Street Fighter film was I had Ono-san, the leader of Capcom, come down. He's like, Nigel-san. And I go, Ono-san. And he's like, you Japanese very good. I'm like, yes, you English very good. And then he's like, he bows. And unfortunately, you have to bow lower than him. So if he bows low, I've got to bow lower. I've got a bad back. Like, there's a point where I can't go any lower than him. But I did try, which would be amazing. Here's to chew some bubblegum, kick some ash, and I'm all out of bubblegum. Exactly. Arigato. I might show you guys one day the pilot we did for Street Fighter, which is still available. It's actually still available online, which would be amazing. X-Which Boy playing. Anyone else? Anyone else? Here we go. We're about to start this race. Holla Hoya, you have made it in. Why do always people make it last minute? There we go. Yeah, Beachwell made it in. Roman Reigns is Akuma. No, not that Street Fighter. Studio ME. One before it. Not that one. That's a good one.
The old one?
Yeah, like the one that is a series with Joey Ansa is the lead. And
okay.
Yeah, Joey Ansa. So let me find it, and I'll put a trailer. Oh, yeah, viewers count has gone up. Come on, people, don't miss out. X-Which Boy Play. Let's go, let's go, go. Banditsprintend.com. There you go. Bandits Body Adoption Event. Oh my God, what is this? Rotating light.
Oh, this stupid.
Okay, Little Tim, let's roll. Here we go. Little Tim has kicked us off with a two-star. We haven't had a hype train today, and we haven't had anything at all. This is going to be, it just shows how much love there is. Here we go. We kicked it off. The marble race has begun. We worked our way through. E is in the lead. MJ Hat takes a huge lead. Milkroy just says, I'm going to milk you out of the way. That sounds really weird, but that sounds really fun. Iced by Ringpin299. Broken Wolf just got destroyed. Broken Wolf just thrown 100 bits after Little Tim to try and do that. The hype train has begun. We don't have the music one, but I can pretend to have music. Just write your name in the chat and choose the logo of your hype train, and we're going to make it exciting, and we're going to do it Nigel style. Captain Shaw said maybe has got a chance at the back. Lum with 100 bits to send us into a frenzy. Simon says with 200 bits to send us a hype train at level 1. The insanity happens. Hype train. And then it turns into a rap. Wait, do you want a rap? MJ Hat is really cool. He looked at everybody else like a fool. He's the greatest. Everybody else doesn't know what they're doing there. MJ Hat doesn't have to dare. MJ Hat doesn't like to swear. MJ Hat cannot spell because Ascension is not how you tell.
I hope that's how you spell it because he told me.
Well, debatable. JP.
Don't worry. I got it from in-game. Calm down. It's fine,
Okay.
KJ.
Yeah, but what if it's misspelled in-game?
Well, then that's a design flaw.
Oh, it's a design flaw. Foster's just died a death before. And wow,
It's working.
Susie.
It's spelled as intended.
Susie with 500 bits, Ascendancy with 100 bits, Just Kevin with 100 bits, some freelancer with 100 bits. I mean, my God, there's bits everywhere. Virtual Army with 50 bits. We're kicking ourselves through almost at that, finishing the level 1 hype train. Megan Rayleigh, E11E, just took a huge lead. She's going to everybody. Yes, great.
Jason, if I win my own game of marbles, it's going to be very upsetting.
Yes, exactly. E11E, Sydney Sorensen. Shady Pines is in there. But E11E. Oh my God, she won already. She's going to win another one from KJ. Yeah, E11E. You can't miss. E. Oh my God, E missed. She missed. And then Sydney Sorensen just walks in and goes, I have stolen this. You are cursed. Sydney Soren with an outrageous win, and KJ just died. Oh, that's a shame.
Shocker.
Well, no, his name is
Shockwave?
Sherlock Holmes. Oh, shocker. Yeah, shocker. There we go. The winner is Sydney Sorensen. Fine, KJ. KJ, you're doing admin or I'm doing admin? Who's doing
Yeah,
admin?
I can do it.
Okay, Sydney Sorensen, you are the winner of a Bandits Printed, $20 banditsprinted.com a gift card. It's absolutely amazing. And obviously, don't forget if you can't spell Ascension, use the discount code Ascension, which would be very interesting to do. You are the winner. We had loads of finishers. Congratulations, people. We'll get to that, and we are doing well. So 1 sub, 150 bits to get us to the next level. So one of those. Thanks for that, banditsprinted.com. For that one, exclamation point play. Let's go for an STFCbriefings.com mug. Which is great. So it's a chance to choose one of the mugs that we have on store. Just to let you guys know, we will be updating the mug merchandise soon because Paramount have asked me to put something into the store that I think is quite great. Little Tim with 5 gifted. Thank you so much for sending us through. That's absolutely awesome. Thank you so much. That will go to the next charity that we do. If anyone wants to do the final donations for Ambitious About Autism, exclamation point tip, if you wish, do it, and we'll send this lovely girl to acting class autistic, which would be a great.
Whoever won, Sorensen, can you DM me because I can't find you on Discord?
Yeah, Sydney Sorensen, exclamation point Discord, please, buddy. Yes.
Just so you guys know, that's Yendis.
That's
Yendis
Yendis?
on Discord.
Yendis, got it. Thank you.
Yeah, Yendis, you've got it. Congratulations, Yendis. Ghost Pepper with 5 gifted as well. Captain Show gave out 1, which is absolutely amazing. Remember, we're still trying to do the Partner Plus thing, but I know people's subscriptions will renew. So if you do have a normal subscription, please continue with that. Let's go. Exclamation point play. Don't miss out. Chance to do though. We're finishing a level 4 hype train. Fat Unicorn is back. Professor Was is back, which is absolutely amazing. I'll put a little announcement in Discord just to give a few people. I like to make sure more people get a chance to do so, which is amazing. Here we go. Everyone, we are marbles, right?
Thank you for telling me that was Yendis. I appreciate you.
You're welcome.
Giveaways.
That's
us now. Okay, let me put my thing. Oh God, you know I've spelt this thing. Yeah.
Nigel, for the next race, if you don't mind, I can give away another at MJ Hat mug if that's okay with you.
Yeah, no, I'm really happy. Are you sure you want to do that? Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
I'm doing that for that. Publish, confirm. There we go, people. Let's get more marbles. Okay, MJ Hat. What are we doing? An MJ Hat mug. Great. So
do it on the next one though, because you done told them STFC briefings for this one.
Yeah,
so.
STFC briefings for this one. Then we'll do next one. Okay. Any more else? Exclamation point play. Here we Dundesh, no quack. Dundesh. Okay, here we go. Press start. Anybody else? All right. Anyone else? Here we go. 100 in. Anyone else? 100 in. We've made it in. Yeah, fantastic. Even 100. Here we go. And the race begins. This battle continues. STFCbriefings.com mug. Absolutely available. We're watching Lum go slowly. Lum's like, 100 bits by Little Tim to cause absolute aggro in every way possible. Send us through. And 200 bits by Susie. And Virtual Army throws 50 bits. Fun Freelancer with 100 bits. Simon says with 200 bits. Finishes the level 4 hype train. Causes havoc everywhere. Like the command, you've been dingled. Christian, you got no gravity. Ghost Pepper has been thrusted. Ghost Pepper's been thrusted. Martok just died. Christian just died. Fuzzy Triple just died. Fuel just died. J Babes just died. MJ Hat just died. Cyrdan's just died. Alphostis just died after coming up with a world-class suggestion today. Alphostis come up with a great one. Ascendancy just died. Fleet Admiral Karan just died. Little Tim sadly died. However, Jorg, and Susie's in the lead. She's trying to cause havoc. Some freelancers thrown 100 bits in as well. Gives himself a little cheeky boost. Panaman swaps with Cottontail. And Shady Pines, South Town Football Club died. Dundesh just died. Joe just died. Unsubbed user just died. How can you be unsubbed user if they're subbed? It's so weird. Mufasa.
That's a good question.
Oh, Jason Phoenix, Super Friend just died, and Ghost Pepper.
No, Super Friend is super dead, mother. Susie's in the lead. Lum is throwing 100 bits in. Lum is trying to cause havoc. He just killed me. Lum, you killed me. Damn you, Lum. It's Dingles. Dingled. STFC Raiders. Real Putzman is still died as well. Captain Palmer just died. Mosher just died. X Danger. Oh, X Danger. Really sad you can do that. That's absolutely amazing from that. Just like it's which would be amazing. Oh my God, Halo's just got a beat to the top. Halo, you just missed. Why'd you miss? I will.
Where's KJ? Come on,
Flossie
KJ.
wins. Flossie wins yet another mug. Oh my God, Flossie, how many mugs have you won off me? This is getting silly now. Flossie's just won yet another mug. Flossie is the winner with another mug. I just wanted to hear it. Jason V-neck.
How many do we have on this one to finish for the prediction?
3 have finished so far. 4 have finished so far. 5th one just finished. We're still holding on for the prediction. People are dying. It hasn't finished yet. MJ Hat. We have, a 6th one snuck in there. 6 finishers. Wow.
Okay, 4 to 6. Congratulations.
4 to 6.
Here are your points.
Here are your points. Yes. I was waiting for that one, Cage. Yeah, absolutely. Super Friend has been super dead, mother. Okay, and we're restarting again. For an MJ Hat mug. Is it mug? I can't remember. Mug?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
It's a
MJ
mug.
Hat mug.
It's a
MJ
mug.
Hat mug. Here we go.
So no one's going to point out that Ghost Pepper finished after getting thrusted? No one's going to point that out?
No, we weren't going to talk about it.
Yeah,
we weren't going to talk about
because,
it.
you know,
Thanks for bringing it up.
Because of the. However, just to confirm, she does seem to like stay in one place for a very long time. So, you know, maybe that helps with that situation. Anyway, that joke was very Frasier-like. We'll do that. So, Ghost Pepper, come back with banter. Come on, you can come back with some banter. I'm going to cut you. There you go.
What the hell? Oh, wait. Sorry.
Is that it?
You can say hell.
No. I wasn't really listening because I was trying to get some water.
It's just, well.
Good.
Yeah.
I just heard,
you need water. Good.
All I heard was like, somebody taking as long as like somebody not moving for a while. And I was like, I think they're talking about me.
Yeah. So basically.
She needed water after she finished after getting thrusted.
Yeah, okay, that's interesting. So
Did I
basically,
get thrusted already?
Yeah,
it hasn't started yet.
Yeah, no, you
got finished.
Yeah, you got thrusted in the race, and you finished, and it's because you spent forever in one place, i.e., 47.
You know what?
Hey, if we have to explain the joke, it's not funny anymore. Anyone else?
45 seconds on the hype train.
It's so funny.
50 seconds on the hype train, 6 subs. Here we go, and we're starting. 50 seconds on the hype train, and where it starts, we're at 90 people. There's 10 missing. Come on, exclamation point play. Don't miss out. Don't miss out. Don't miss out. MJ Hat, Things, McShizman, Beach Will. They managed to make it in last minute. Anyone else? No. That's it. 92 in there. And we have the Dish of Death. Draven's in there. Draven's taking a huge lead. Little Tim's 100 bits are doing something. It's absolutely huge. Virtual Army is taking a huge lead here. And he just smashed into that bomb. Caused havoc. Sammy
5
Stitch
subs.
with 100 bits. 5 subs, 20 seconds. 5 subs, 20 seconds. Here we go. 5 subs, 20 seconds. 4 subs left now. 4 subs to get us to the next level with 10 seconds to go. 4 subs with 10 seconds. Anyone in
Wait,
there?
did you start without me?
And then 100 bits. What?
I don't know if I got
had
in.
time.
Just like it's like
You had time.
3 seconds. And oh my God, Little Tim and Simon says,
Oh, I'm in.
send us in there. And KJ, you said it's an MJ Hat one. You've already won the Ghost Pepper one. Do you really want another one? Well, yeah, there's some great ones actually. Hat Boy one looks really cool. So maybe we can go to that one. Here we go. Represent, which is just died. Sorry, free swag. Just died. Represent is dead, and as we're working through, Panaman's got a chance here as we can get this self through. Thank you. And Susie with 300 bits cheered. Oh my God, the thing is so wide.
Still alive.
You're still alive somehow, Jason. Oh no. Jason Villa can't be in the lead. No. Kill him now. So throw some bits in. Do anything. Can I kill him? Can I throw bits in my own game? Panaman's taking a huge lead. Panaman's going to work his way past the roundabout, but the roundabout, don't hit the bomb. Wow, Susie with another 200 bits to send us in. I just
died.
And Panaman just died. KJ just died, so we know he made it. Mufasa died again. Mufasa, seriously, man. All you got to do is avoid the bombs. How hard is this game?
Thank you, John Roll.
This is like, wow, that's absolute insanity. Lady Command with 5 bits cheering.
Might have alcohol in them.
Oh, God, you just got to avoid it. Why'd you win in Paulinas? It's just because you flirt with her more. If you flirt with me more, you might have a chance. Ghost Pepper's taking the lead. Oh, my God, Ghost Pepper's got a chance to win.
She's prettier than you.
It's just like, Ghost Pepper's going to win yet another MJ hat mug that she gave away to KJ. Ghost Pepper, go. Stop taking as long as your ups pick up. Hurry up. Ghost Pepper, come on. Mug Taco's going to win. He missed it. Ghost Pepper. Ghost Pepper, you missed the hole.
Ooh.
Tacos.
It's all right. Tacos Chemtech.
Chemtech wins.
How do the same people keep winning?
No, it's Tacos. It's because it's called
It's not the same.
Wow,
Tacos
I always die on these.
Wow.
No, he won a Bandit's printing card.
Exactly. 1,000 bits by Jason Phoenix. Thanks for your generosity, my friend. It keeps us going. 5-6 Jakers. Tacos Chemtech. Okay, well, congratulations. You've won MJ hat mug. Please do message him. You can either...
already took care of.
You already took care of. Okay, fantastic. Tacos, congratulations on your win. You're very well deserved and everything with that. All right, here we go. We will do, and why the hype train is going, we'll give an STFCbriefings.com mug. Here we go. Let's go. Exclamation point play, STFCbriefings.com mug. There'll be an update to the mugs very, very soon. Which will be happen. Yeah, Little Tim, just your answer. I can't. Yes, you can, Flossie. You can donate the thing to an alliance mate, by the way. Flossie, yes, you can. Just tell your alliance mate to get hold of me, Flossie. You can donate it to an alliance mate if you wish, or pass it to anybody else. I'm more than happy to do that. That's really kind. Microscape time. Yeah, it's there, John Deere. You just got to claim it. You've got channel points. Can I give... where is the thing for all?
You can.
Where is the thing for all? Blah, blah, blah. Okay, there we go. There you go, John Deere. From me.
There you go.
There we go.
And Wickeds.
And Wickeds as well. There you
and
go.
Jason.
Yeah, I don't know how people use this. I've been trying to play it, but it's really confusing. And I'm just like, I can't be bothered with it. Which is kind of cool.
And Hubsubbed, and Dark Tree, and me.
It's just like everyone's done it. Okay, great. Here we go. Exclamation point play for STFCbriefings.com mug. Let's don't lose out. Remember, I'm opening the Q&A channels at the end of this. The Cleveland Booker one's already open. Gave it a jolly. He's next. We do have Colby, my lovely... Jessicia, you made it in. Jessicia, you have a chance to win a mug from STFCbriefings.com. Jessicia's here. Hopefully Jessicia wins. I want Jessicia to win. Right, 100 bits or more to cause some havoc here. Jessicia, thanks for the shout-out for that one. That's absolutely cool for you to do so. Here we go. 10, 9, 8. Ram Scoop. Ghost Pepper is thrown. 200 bits already to cause some havoc. 5. The match has begun. The bell's rung. Here we go. The race began in marbles.
Ding, ding, ding.
And the race began. Here we go. Susie Q, 22, has got a chance here. And then boom. Ghost Pepper just got boomed. Tavi Mosa, you got dingled. Buck Knight, you just got no gravity. Little Tim got 200, two boosted with 100 bits. Virtual Army with another 100 bits. And then some freelancer with 100 bits. Everyone's exploding left and right. Lum just got no gravity. And for the first time in his life, he was flying. It just means that Lum is not a heavyweight anymore. He's a lightweight. Ascendancy takes a huge lead. Selfie Pine's got a huge lead. Captain Shaw said maybe, and he said not maybe, it's this time. Captain Shaw said my time. And he's got a chance to battle in. Peace and Assimilation, you just guide. Ascendancy takes a huge lead, works his way around the corner. He hits the bollard. The bollard gets in the way. As Captain Shaw said maybe, said you hit the bollard, I go past you because I know how to win. Lum just died. Oh, prayer for Lum. In today's element, Botoquera, Container, Male Laminio, El Definio, Sala, Epite, Akile, Tut Gardinio. See, that's Lum's prayer. He just died. That's really kind of him. We just seen it. 100 bits then by
According to Halo, I already died. And the game barely even started.
Yeah, Dundesh got restarted. Shady Pines, South Tasman Football Club just died. Daystros just died. Duke Vengeance with a vengeance. He's a legendary ship himself. He's working his way through. However, we can see Dog Tree Gaming is working his way around the corner, trying to get himself it then. But Rage starved. And Captain Shaw said maybe. He's working his way around. He missed the hole. He's got, yeah. You are right. Yeah, you are right. Captain Shaw said maybe. He's got a chance here. And the hole managed to close itself. He managed to make past the 2 holes. He's got a really big paddle roundabout to get past. The roundabout seems to be helping him. Captain Shaw gets a niggle of a push. A niggle, not a Nigel. A niggle of a push. Captain Shaw said maybe he's got to win this. It's a really simple win. 100 bits by Captain Inworlder. Captain Shaw said maybe just missed. Rage Starv's got a chance to win. Rage Starve just hit the bollard. And then right behind him, Sammy Stitch has got a chance here. Sir Dance has got in there. Sammy Stitch missed. Rage Starve missed. Sir Dance got a chance, and Amiga J's got a chance. And to work his way through. And the winner is Dark Tree Gaming wins another mug from STFCbriefings.com. Congratulations, Dark Tree Gaming. I know Captain Shaw said maybe. It was really easy. The thing is, you had to work your way through, and the hype train just ended. Which is, thank you very much for the level 7 hype train. It's really, I know, Justicia, nice for the win. Choo-choo for the hype train. Thank you so much, guys, for your donations and everything like that. It's absolutely lovely in sort of doing so. Dark Tree Gaming, you are the winner. You've done it before. You know how to do it again. DM me for your mug of choice. You picked one mug previously. You've got another mug to pick, which will be the choo-choo train for that one. And just for my own kindness and everything and all the love that we'll do one more. So let's go. Last race for marbles. And this is for a t-shirt on STFCbriefings.com. So here we go. Let's work our way through that one. Let me just readjust the thing. I clicked on the wrong thing. Here we go. Exclamation point play. Let's go. A t-shirt from STFCbriefings.com. Any t-shirt you like from the store. There's loads of choices, over 120 SKUs. Loads of stuff to choose from. Loads of great things to sort of do that, and loads of stuff to sort of see. Keep going. Exclamation point play. Don't miss out. Which will be amazing, and see how things go. There's some absolute brilliancy in there. Yeah, I can see who's... this is good. I can see who's good online, which is absolutely amazing. Let's go. Before we raid out, we'll do that. Justicia, stay here because I'll play the video. I want you guys to see it as well to help everybody. I'll play a different video for the ending that's slightly different, but it tells you a story of
so this is Nigel's pity game to the community. So who should win a pity game? KJ should win a pity game.
No, this is a t-shirt. This is not a pity game. Oh my God, things this, yeah, exactly. Lum says, oh my God, that thing is so wide. Nigel 2026. Yeah, I just come up with John Deere has got himself into the mix. Look at him. John Deere is throwing emotes in there. You can do the same. You can join with an emote instead. KJ, shush, not about you, Sammy Stitch says. Just, that's so funny.
Well, Sammy, you can do exclamation point KJ, and it's all about me.
Yeah, exactly. Exclamation point KJ if you want there. It's absolutely amazing. I'm joining in as well. Here we go. Over 100 people in. A t-shirt. Everyone wants a t-shirt. Everyone loves a t-shirt.
As soon as the match bell rings.
Yes.
Ding, ding, ding.
Yes, ding, ding, ding.
You will punch Corey straight in the groin.
No, we don't punch people in groins. We try and make it in. Ringing 10-pin 299. You can make it in. Here we go. Exclamation point play. KJ's confirmed that he's definitely in this race. He definitely wants it. It's
the pity entry. I'm in.
Yeah, the anxious entry, I call it, when you go, did I do it? Can we make a pity mankind for... Yes, we can, 100%. Here we go. The match has begun. Wow, more people have joined than usual. When I say the word t-shirt, more people join. Here we go. Exchange point play. Remember, 50 bits or more affects 2 people. 100 bits or more affect 10 people at once. So here's your chance. This is awesome. Admiral Inworlder, you are definitely in. Here we go. Mosher is taking a huge lead. Who's going to gamble the bits and throw everything in? Everything's like that. Remember that we are donating to Ambitious About Autism charity. It's absolutely awesome. Jason V-Neck, you got no gravity. 100 bits by X-Force. 200 bits by Simon Says. And another 100 bits by X-Force is throwing people in the way. V-Neck just died. Domo just died. V-Neck just died. V-Neck just died. And now I'm going to slap my chest multiple times. You see that? Yeah, hench. There we go. It goes in every way. Panama just died. Oh my God. It's like if Jason V-Neck was caressing the Myballs, working his way through. Littleton with 100 bits to send himself through. And Retro Fury's in there. Littleton got another booster. Goovy got restarted. Les Fulmatron just died. Ostis just... Oh, Ostis, you died. Ostis a cutie. The Retro Fury is driving her Honda...
You saying that V-Neck was caressing the marbles?
Yes, he was. He's caressing your marbles. That's really nice, isn't it? Evil Karnik's got a chance here. And Joe Work's got a chance. You know, there is a sound for Jason V-Neck caressing marbles where we have really lovely people in the chat. We don't want to affect that in any way possible. Ghost Pepper with 100 bits. Lum with 100 bits. Inworlder with 100 bits. Simon Says with 1,000 bits. It's just chaos.
I died.
It's just everyone's dying. JP just died. Cuckoo Gaga, I just died. Megan Rayleigh, you are in the lead.
I can't even win a pity game. I'm the king of pity, and I can't even win a pity game.
You can pity game. Lum just threw another 100 bits in. Susie Q22 gave herself 200 bits. bits with 4 boosted. Tony Sir just died. Duke Vendor just died. Ormazor just died. The race becomes interesting and exciting. X Danger is in the lead. It's going through. Tim with another 100 bits. Draven with 100 bits. Everyone's throwing bits in. They want to win this. Everyone's trying to cause havoc to make sure that Cottontail doesn't win this in every way. Some Freelancer with 100 bits. Simon said with 2 boosted. Some Freelancer got boosted. Simon says got dingled. Simon said got touched. Simon said got boosted. Someone got boomed. I mean, my God, Simon says. You took quite a few impacts there. Megan Rayleigh's still in the lead. Megan Rayleigh's got a chance here to win. Megan Rayleigh's got to win it. She's got to win. No, J-Babes go ahead of her. They both jump over the hoop. Q-Dog B. Lurkin jumps over the hoop. Mufasa! Mufasa, you missed the thing. It was there. Mufasa. And the winner is Pizzy. Pizzy. I thought it read Pity for a second there. I thought Pity won, but Pizzy win. I know, Megan Rayleigh. Pizzy, you are the winner of an STFCbriefings.com t-shirt, which is absolutely lovely. Congratulations, congratulations, congratulations. Go to exclamation point Discord, please. Find me on the right-hand side. Click on my name, Nigel, exec producer. Click on me saying, I won a marbles race and I would like a t-shirt. And then go to stfcbriefings.com. Pick any t-shirt you like. Send me the link to it. I'll send you a redeem in return as a thank you. Plizzy. Please. No, please E. Please I. Please. I mean, it's close, right? Am I getting close? Please, would you like a t-shirt? Just want to make sure that you exist here. With almost a record-breaking... What's this timer for? What if
Please, ICZ.
Yeah. One day I will win. Yes, Mosher, you will win. I mean, crazy one after 27 races. Please, IZ, are you here?
Someone asked a question. Lum, if you look at the screen right now, you can see that there are stats. Pleasy won 20 total out of 1,295 races. So it does keep stats.
This Pleasy seems like he's been on too many streams.
Could you please search for me so I can see how many I've lost?
Oh my God, where is it? Where are you?
Really want to know that, KJ?
Where are you, KJ? Are you even here?
I better be there. There I am, right there. Right there. Stop. Scroll up. Stop. Scroll down.
There's stream delay.
Down.
Yeah.
Also, if you see on the top,
down.
there's a search button.
Yeah, I see it.
Down.
Oh yes. Wait, 0021. Never.
Does it keep track of deaths?
I don't know.
Yes, it does. 21 dies. 21 deaths. I've died 21 horrible times.
Yeah. So it's just
all very painful.
Yeah. As we raid out, this is an important message for everybody. Remember, exclamation point tip: if you do want to help Ambitious About Autism, it would be amazing to just throw them the last few bits. We're looking for 200 to do today. I will still donate it regardless anyway. All right. Thank you very much, people. This is an important video that will explain what happened today specifically. And I think that will be important to see. Thanks again. And I will see you next time. We'll be raiding out. See you soon.
I think when one has been angry for a very long time, one gets used to it.
What is that supposed to mean?
6 years ago, they assimilated me into their collective. I had their cybernetic devices implanted throughout my body. I was one of them. And it becomes comfortable, like old leather.
The Borg hurt you, and now you're going to hurt them back.
This is not about revenge.
Liar!
This is about saving the future of humanity!
Jean-Luc, blow up the damn ship!
No! And finally...
No!
Anyone. You're right, Q. I would rather die as the man I was than live the life I just...
I was born that way. I have had those feelings all of my life.